Liverpool have rejected a €67.5 million bid from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says the club have made it clear he's not for sale.
I think the player probably is hankering for a move. Maybe he doesn't see himself as a guaranteed starter at Liverpool, but I think if anything, the onus is on Liverpool adding to their attack rather than weakening it. I think they would sell Darwin Núñez if they get a suitable bid for him, but at the moment Diaz not for sale. That's the message not just that Bayern Munich have received this lunchtime, but Barcelona who've also shown some interest in Diaz as well.
Bayern are expected to come back with an improved offer. Brentford have confirmed the signing of Jordan Henderson on a 2-year deal. Meanwhile, we're told goalkeeper Mark Travers is training with Everton today after signing from Bournemouth on a 4-year deal. There's more on the live blog at talksport.com. Thanks for sticking with us. The words of relieved Todd Boehly after Chelsea won the Club World Cup. He's exclusively told talkSPORT his side's performance was his key takeaway of the final, rather than rubbing shoulders with Donald Trump.
No one gave us a chance to beat PSG, and the boys really thrived and grew on that. And watching them come together over the last couple of weeks in America has been just very special. And I think that form that you've seen, is everything we hoped when we were putting this together.
In cricket, Hampshire spinner Liam Dawson's been called up to the England squad ahead of the 4th test with India, in for the injured Shoaib Bashir. Meanwhile, Jimmy Anderson has been picked as a wildcard to play for the Manchester Originals in this year's 100. And how much will the Lions benefit from a full 7 days off ahead of the first test against Australia?
We're loving the having a week's prep and having a fresh squad ready to go. So it's been nice to get back to a proper build-up. What we've had to do is a lot of walkthroughs, low intensity stuff, and a lot of meetings and reviews. This is a chance to train what you want to get better at, as well as the plans and what we've been doing. So we expect to be better again Saturday.
There's no midweek game ahead of the series opener in Brisbane on Saturday. You can get more at talksport.com.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein. No Darren Bent alongside, but who cares when you've got my podcast partner in crime? Podcast partner in crime is Jason Cundy.
Hello, mate. How old is the current human as we stand today?
It's a very good question. Oh, wait, fun boy.
I'm good, bud.
But Jingo, we've got a show for you this afternoon. We are talking Todd Boehly after he joined talkSPORT earlier today, and so far it's success. But how much of it is luck and how much of it is genius? British heavyweight Johnny Fisher joins us in the studio. That'd be interesting. Head of a huge night of boxing on the talkSPORT network this Saturday, and we want to hear from Newcastle fans. Liverpool made an official approach for Isak. Are you worried about losing your star man as you head into the Champions League? And with the Windies all out for 27, yeah, you heard that right, 27 against Australia today, we want to hear about your really, really, really bad days in the office. All that plus Adam Smith, the voice of boxing, joins us in the studio, and we'll look ahead to the Lionesses Euro quarter-final clash against Sweden on Thursday. What a busy show. This is Drive, this is talkSPORT. You can get involved 03717 22 334.
How many of early man lived?
It's a good question, Joe.
Hello, mate.
One that we might answer in our all-new, all-singing podcast.
Yes, indeedy.
Just
rocking and rolling.
I don't want to necessarily start with talking about the podcast, but I will.
did.
No, just because I want to give a thanks out. So in the top 200 Our new podcast, which is week 1 of 21 Minutes to Go, which is out now, came out yesterday, is number 9.
It's amazing.
And that is in the top 200. Number 10, you may have heard of a fellow called Joe Rogan.
Never heard of him.
He's just below us. Has anyone seen Joe Rogan? It's a new podcast. Me and Cundy bring it out with the talkSPORT back in once a week. It comes out on a Monday.
Yep.
It's 21 minutes long and it just cuts out on 21 minutes. Nothing you can do about it. It just cuts out. But it's a very clever way it cuts out. It's nice.
It's good.
So I was going to start by saying if you've taken the time to download it, thank you.
Yes,
because
indeed.
without the talkSPORT listener or the listener, we can't get to number 9.
I've downloaded it. You thanking me?
Have you downloaded it?
Yeah.
You don't know how to download stuff. You don't know. You've no idea of it.
Yeah, my wife did. She downloaded it.
She liked it?
She loved it.
Good. Well, if you take the time to download it, thank you. If you haven't, go download it. It's only 21 minutes long. We think it's very funny. Every new week sees a new podcast. Now we've got lots coming up with today's show. We are at some stage, fingers crossed, hoping to speak to Daniel Dubois ahead of live commentary, by the way, on talkSPORT on Saturday night of his fight against Alexander Usyk. That will be gigantic. I'm very excited about that. That's going to be great.
Yes.
We are going to talk. We've got loads. Adam Smith will be in the studio anyway. We've got Johnny Fisher coming into the studio.
Yeah, run for the ball.
Now, that will be an interesting chat 'cause he's not been in the studio for a long time.
No, something happened, didn't it? Something happened.
Something happened between him, Gareth A. Davidson, Spencer Oliver. And this is the first time he's coming in. Apparently, he's asked to come in our show.
Oh, your show. I mean, I'm just.
Oh, my show, yeah. Well, it's part of you. Part of you. Right? I'm guessing if I was with Gareth today, he might have said no.
Oh,
but he feels comfortable. I don't know, but he feels comfortable coming in because we love Johnny Fisher. We're very excited about that, so he'll be in the studio as well. We'll talk about Newcastle.
Yeah.
Oh, if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be going nuts.
Well, as long as they get the top price for him, you can't stop trading.
No,
that's what happens in the transfer window. He's open to bids.
I know,
that's
but
how
still,
it works.
I know, but still, if you're a Newcastle fan,
yeah, of course, I feel that but get the most you can.
Yeah, but you don't let him go.
No,
and if Liverpool get Isak, I mean, where's their weakness now?
No,
centre half alongside.
Yeah, no, maybe centre half, but I have to say Liverpool looking pretty sturdy and awesome.
We use the phrase a lot. It will be the missing piece in their jigsaw.
Yeah,
I think it would be with them.
Isak's an incredible player. We've seen that develop over the last 2 or 3 seasons. Liverpool get him, mate. They're going to be a tough team to catch, that's for sure. But, who knows? Club World Champions, by the way,
We're
Mike.
going to start with that.
Oh, that's nice to hear. We're going to
start with that, because as we're joined by Jason Victor Cundy today, it's only right that we touch on Chelsea. They, of course, became, I don't know who's written this, champions of the world.
Best club in the world.
Embarrassing that. It's a 3-0 win over a very poor PSG team. That was on Sunday night, live on talkSPORT, and it means they're now the most successful Premier League club this century, and currently the only club in the world to have won it all.
Yep.
I mean, there's a reason for that. It's probably because Real Madrid don't slip into the Conference League.
No, but do you know what? Make a new a tournament up, we win it. Make another new tournament up, we win it. That's what we do.
No, fine.
We just win it.
Do you know what? I hope you go on to win League 1, League 2, the Championship.
And we win it all.
I hope you do. Conference. You ever won the Conference League?
You wouldn't mind winning the Conference League.
We might be winning it next season. Their owner, Todd Bowley, spoke exclusively to Jim White earlier on today. He said that he never lost belief in the project at the club.
We always knew that, whatever happens on any given day, and the odds, that we thought what we had and were able to round out with a piece or two, really put the boys and really understanding what Enzo's been doing. We're big believers. We knew all along in the value of the project, and so I think obviously it came together brilliantly. And those are just odds that you can't predict, but we're hopeful that every day we wake up, the odds are that, Chelsea is going to win something big.
If you do in the Premier League, would Donald Trump be there when you lift up the trophy?
I hope so, mate. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That was incredible.
Cole Palmer look at him saying, what are you doing here?
Of America.
And then Rhys James has gone, are you staying? And Trump's gone, yeah, I'm staying. I'll be part of this.
Amazing.
Trump, make Chelsea great again.
Well, listen, it was unbelievable. We had Todd Bowley on talkSPORT.
Yes,
Right? It was great.
Yes, it was.
All I'll say is he's talking like he's won the Champions League and the Premier League, right? And you could argue, and I'll play the part of the person that's going to argue, that you haven't really done anything yet. I mean, we haven't seen this work. I know you've won the Club World Cup on fair play, right? You've got to be in it to win it, and you won it, and you beat PSG, the champions of Europe. I get all that, but it is a makeshift tournament. You could argue a friendly tournament.
No, you can't argue. No, you can't. We're friendly.
Okay. Well, it's not bigger than the Premier League. It's not. Hold on. It's not bigger than the Champions League.
No. Bigger than the Europa League.
I wouldn't say it's bigger than the Europa League.
The team's in that, mate. Bigger than the Europa League.
And hold on. And you won the conference.
Yeah.
So you've won the conference and a glorified friendly competition,
World
right?
champions. Yep.
And you've got an owner talking like he's now completed, it's done.
No, he's not talking like that. Basically, he knows the big work's ahead. The big work's ahead. This is the beginning.
I know it's the beginning.
This is the big because. See, here's the thing. Like, you lot bumped us into the Conference League because you won the FA Cup, and then you disgraced yourselves, right? Had we been in the Europa League, we'd have won it.
Yes, right? Easily.
We'd have won the Europa League.
At a canter.
Right? So we can't. All we've done is win what we can. Everyone thought we'd get battered last night. On Sunday night. Yep. Everyone. Yep. Right? And I watched stuff on social media. I even spoke to some bloke on Saturday afternoon. Some bloke came to me and he said, "Oh, you're going to get pumped on tomorrow." I said, "Well, I don't think we'll get pumped. We're not going to get pumped." Everyone thought it. Fair play to the boys, right? But this is the beginning, right? And you give this team another 2 to 3 years, we're only going to get better because of the age of the squad. We're only going to get better.
But do you not think you might have a similar problem to what Arsenal have got, which is improving, and just coming second? Because you've got to get past the mega giant that is Liverpool.
Well, City as well.
And Man City. I know, and Man City. So it's not just we're going to improve and then we'll win it. You've got to get past these other clubs that are also improving.
Well, that's the challenge for everyone. That's the challenge.
I know, but it's very tough, right?
Of course it is. It's not easy. Win the Premier League. No one gives it to you. You've got to win it. And Chelsea have shown that we are capable of going toe-to-toe. Our back end of last season was excellent, and we picked up enough points to get finished fourth, by the way. Everyone lauds, and rightly so, Eddie Howe. Everyone lauds Emery, right? How well he's done it. Yeah. And that guy finished fourth.
Oh, no, come on.
He finished fourth.
Come on. No one's got a squad like you've got a squad.
But the money that's been spent is not been spent on a Van Dijk or a Salah. These players are potential. You're not buying ready-made players. You are. I mean, look at Cole Palmer, right? No one saw Cole Palmer happening. No one saw João Pedro.
No, but Caicedo, how much are you paying for him? 80 million?
100 million.
That's not what... You don't pay 100 million for work in progress.
No, but he is now showing...
I know, but you don't. Cucurella, how much was he? 50?
60, I think.
Okay,
I mean,
again, you don't pay 60 for work in progress.
No, but you are. You're paying for the potential. Now,
I don't know if you are.
Mate, we've won that.
Cole Palmer was 40. That was potential.
Yeah. But it's the age of the player as well, mate.
Yeah, no, of course. But you can't say you haven't spent.
No one said we've not spent. But what I'm saying is we're not buying play. We're not going out and signing 25 to... We're not signing 28-year-olds who are the ready-made deal.
No.
We're not signing Harry Kanes, right?
No.
The Bayern Munich did. That's what they... You know what you're going to get. Chelsea, it's very different. Yeah, we're paying top dollar. And yes, we spent a huge amount of money. You've got to win things. And we can't help but... The two things we won... pretty much the things that we could win and should win.
Yes.
FA Cup and domestic trophies last season was disappointing, right? The Premier League, we're not going to win the Premier League.
No.
Could have gone top in December. But look, we'll scare a few next season.
What is your aim? Because now you've done all that and you've got all this backing and you're buying players for fun. You know, Chelsea buy players like, when you have the first game of Monopoly and you throw the dice 8 and you go, buy it, and then you throw again and you go 4, 1, 2, 3, buy it. That's basically Chelsea's first run. That's what you're doing.
That's exactly it.
So you can't now say top 4.
I know, but we're not buying Old Kent Road.
No, you're buying everything.
You
are buying Old Kent Road.
You can't buy Kent Road, can you, on the first throw?
No, but you've got to go around it twice, right?
Yeah, you can buy Kent Road.
Yeah.
So we're
some of your players. Let me tell you,
we're shopping at Oxford Street. That's where we're at. We're shopping around there. Mayfair.
But when you're spending all that money,
Street.
Is Coventry Street one?
It's yellow, isn't it? Coventry Street, isn't it?
Oh yeah, part of the Piccadilly in Leicester Square one. Where is Coventry Street?
Don't know.
Is that a thing?
Don't know.
Joe just said Covent Garden. I've never been.
It's Covent Garden.
I've never ever said, should we go to London? Yeah, where do you want to go? Piccadilly Circus?
No.
Should we go Coventry Street?
Oh, let's go there. No one's done that, have they?
No one's ever been to Coventry Street.
I don't think they have.
That is a fault with Monopoly, isn't it? Fleet Street, I've heard of that. Mayfair, I've heard of that. Part Old Kent Road.
Heard
of that. Waterworks.
What?
There's Waterworks. Doesn't matter. There's definitely no free parking in London. Listen, we'll ask what the aim is for Chelsea next season. It can't be just top 4, can it? It can't.
No, that's a minimum. That is a minimum.
You need
requirement.
a trophy to build on the success.
You need to keep going. Yeah, we picked up 2 this season.
Is top 4 in FA Cup moving in the right direction? I think it is.
Depends where we are in the top 4. Where we are. Yeah, okay, but.
Okay, it's only you'll say no.
I think we need to muscle in around Liverpool and Arsenal and City a bit more than we did. We only finished 5 points behind Arsenal, by the way. It's only 5. Right?
I know, but they tailed off towards the end, right?
Oh, that's not whose fault's that?
No, I'm just giving you more background.
We don't tail off.
You're right. We'll take calls. We'll ask about Todd Bowley. Is he a genius or, it says here, a chancer?
Oh, it's a bit hard. Who wrote that? A chancer.
An Ipswich Town fan, look.
Oh,
Playing football in the Championship.
come on.
03717223344. A real busy show. Let me tell you, at some stage, fingers crossed, we might have Daniel Dubois, head of live commentary of Dubois against Usyk this weekend, this Saturday night on talkSPORT. We've got Johnny Fisher joining us in the studio. Adam Smith will be talking boxing as well. We've got lots to talk about Newcastle. They might lose Isak. So real busy Tuesday show. If you want to be a part of it, you can. 03717223344. We start with Chelsea chat after this live and drive on talkSPORT. Who sung this?
The more you turn me
Inside out. Who's this?
And
Turning me. Who's this?
I want to say.
Go on. What do you want to say?
I want to say. Turn it up.
Turn it up a bit, Jack.
Upside down.
Is it Olivia Newton-John?
No, it's definitely not her. Is it? Not Sister Sledge, is it? Oh, not Sister Sledge, is it?
Screaming at the radio now with the
Is
answer.
it Dinah Ross?
I've heard it's Dinah Ross.
Is it Dinah Ross?
Dinah Ross and the Pips. I think that's what it is.
Is it the Pips?
Yeah, Dinah Ross and the Pips, yeah. She come up with that. She was in a phone box.
How did she come up there?
Because what are we going to be called?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it went beep, beep, beep. And she went,
Nets.
Pips, call you Pips.
Why the Pips? I don't get it.
Huh? That's what you get in the phone box when you've got
What
to
about,
put
when
10p
she, what about when she missed the penalty at the World Cup?
Yeah, I was speaking to you about that last time, wasn't I?
Yeah, it's so funny, wasn't it? And the goal just burst open.
Yeah, but
Do you reckon Trumpy's going to take a pen?
Yeah.
Of course he is.
They should do the whole lot. Penalty, like golf
Can I
shot.
ask a question about Trump, right? Why is his tie so long?
It's a good question, I don't know.
No, I didn't expect you to have the answer, mate.
No. And what would annoy me about that is the other bit on the other side will be very high up.
Yeah.
Because they're meant to be the same level.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a good question, eh?
It's not really.
Listen, if Trump is listening, 03717
Big fan drive, penalty.
Apparently so. He doesn't even know your show exists. He knows our podcast exists. 21 minutes to go. Go download it. You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Jason Cundy, and Motorpoint. Thousands of cars, all unbeatable prices. Guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. Still to come, we'll be joined in the studio by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. My brain was too far in front of my words. Just quickly, Brentford have completed the signing of England midfielder Jordan Henderson on a 2-year deal. Okay. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I kind of, the Norgard's gone.
Experience.
Comes in with a huge amount of experience. He was going to go to Sunderland, I heard.
Do you think that he's come in because Thomas Frank has gone? By that I mean that they don't have an experienced manager, so they need someone with experience in the dressing room. Does that come into it or not?
Possibly, but he does bring, what the boy's won the lot.
Yeah.
Right? He's been...
The boy
Henderson.
Yeah. The boy Henderson.
He's won the lot.
Yeah. Man City have extended their kit partnership with Puma for a further 10 years in a deal which could be worth how much? 10 years.
10 years, 100 million.
$1 billion.
No.
So 100 million each year.
100 million each year. What did I say? I say 10 million a year.
Yeah.
Well, how terrible was that for me?
£1 billion. Football's nuts. Right, we'll take your calls about Todd Bowley. Is he a genius or, in Joe's words, a chancer?
You can't say that.
03717223344. See, because I've had to move the switchboard, I can't see anything. Coops joins us. Hello, Coops.
Hi, Coops.
Hello, both. How are you?
Hi,
Andy,
Coops.
Jason. Hope you're both doing well. Yeah, good, thank you.
Good, Coops.
Yeah, about Bowley, I don't think we can decide whether he's chance or genius just yet. And that partly leads on to one of my points, just a couple of points if I can. One is that, Jason, I don't know if you got this feeling, I want to get excited. I really do, but I just can't seem to let go of these reservations. I don't know why yet. Maybe it's just getting another season under our belt. And one other thing as well, with João Pedro and Delap, the signings, I think they have been genius. I think they will prove to be. And I've never been one for Jackson. I've never backed the lad, unfortunately, not his fault. But I think him going out possibly on loan to Man United, which is a new sort of development, might be good, sort of like we used to do with Lukaku and that. And we're going out to coming the other way, maybe. I just wonder what your thoughts were, Jake.
So what's the first thing you said, sorry? You mentioned there you can't get on board with what?
No, it's just we can't really judge Bowley yet being a chancer or a genius, I don't think.
No, I mean, it's a terrible phrase. With so that's just a terrible way to put it.
Well, it's either end of the scale,
well,
right?
you could say that about anyone.
I wouldn't say genius for you.
Am I genius or chance?
Wouldn't you genius with either of us?
I think I'm probably a chance. I think you can safely say. But you don't know, do you? Until
No.
You can only judge an owner based on what happens over the period they're there. And this was always going to be the case with Chelsea. Buying young players was always going to be... You can't judge Chelsea yet. In 3 years' time, that's where these players will mature, and that's the aim. It's a deliberate ploy. You can see exactly what they're doing. Everyone knows you're buying young players and buying potential. Then that potential's realised. What can they go and achieve?
Tony's up next. Hi, Tony.
All right, Tone.
Tony. Hi, Tone.
Morning. All right, gents.
Well, we can just about hear you, Tone. Speak up.
How are we doing?
I'm all right, Tone.
Yeah, we're good, Tone. Off you go.
You're good, yeah. I think he will be a genius. I mean, obviously, he's bought some flops, but he's bought some good stuff. And I think, with his Pedro and Delap, even just seeing Delap come on the other night, he brings something different. Muscly puts himself about. I think we're going to be a threat. I think Mr. Cundy knows that as well. I think next season, I think we're going to be a proper threat. I think we'll be up there challenging.
Well, I think
they're youngsters.
Tony, let me ask you. I think there's no doubt you'll be a threat and you'll be up there, but is that enough?
Yep. With what he's got, my only worry, I know he had a blinder, if Sanchez can keep playing like that, there's no worries to me. Maybe a centre half, but
Need to spend another couple of $100 million, don't we?
I think it'd be challenging. And I think I can't think of his name for a minute. The lad that went on loan to Palace, that's come back centre half.
Chalobah.
I just think he's going to.
Trevor
I
Chalobah.
think he's going to change, mate. Chalobah. What's a player now?
Tony, listen, thanks for your call. It's not the greatest line in the world. Let's take one more if we can. Callum is a Liverpool fan. Hi, Callum.
All right, Callum.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Jason.
Hello, matey.
Oh, what's going on? Yes, last night I switched off because of Jason's. Has anyone seen? Oh my God! And now he's on again.
Mm-hmm. And you phoned
What
up.
is going on?
Is that good or bad?
Chelsea. That's a bad thing, isn't it? I'm a Liverpool fan. All season he's been dismissing Liverpool. The boring season's boring. Now Chelsea's won the Carabao Cup. It's boring as well. That was boring as. Oh my God.
No, the Premier League was dull last season.
Come on.
It was.
It was dull as well.
It was dull. It was dull league last season.
It was a dull Carabao Cup. The only match that was good was
the cup competitions don't matter, do they? It's like cups don't have to be exciting.
Is it?
Cups don't. Leagues do.
Congratulations anyway to Chelsea.
Oh, you got there eventually. Thank you.
It's not the greatest line again. Thanks, Callum. Why are you bringing your listeners over? Don't get me wrong, I love them coming over.
Hopefully download the podcast.
Oh, yeah, we should have asked if you download the podcast. Do you think you'll win it, the Premier League?
No,
you
I don't. No, I don't.
Who do you think will? Long
right now, Liverpool. Right now. I mean, I didn't see Liverpool winning this time last year.
No,
right?
no one did. Right?
But I think we'll give teams a bloody nose. We beat Liverpool right back end of last season only because Liverpool won the title. Right, couldn't beat City home and away. Couldn't beat Arsenal home and away. Liverpool, caveat to that, couldn't beat them away. They're the teams we've got to start getting points off. They're the teams. Then, like we did last Sunday night against PSG, go toe-to-toe with the very best and pick up, not just draws or pick up, go at their place and go and win. And then we might see a Chelsea side that develops into potential champions.
Still to come, we're going to be joined in the studio by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. But first, it's time for No Googling. The Ron for Ball, Johnny Fisher will join us as well a bit later on in the studio. Ahead of Daniel Dubois fighting live on talkSPORT this weekend, we want to know who's the highest scorer in Premier League history, whose first name and surname begin with the same letter.
Amazing question.
Let me say that again. It is an amazing question. Who's the highest scoring Premier League player in history, whose first and surname begin with the same letter?
I thought it was Kevin Keegan. That's what I thought of.
No.
He didn't play.
Don't guess. I'll give you a clue if you don't know. And the answer to that, and boxing chat, and lots of it, coming up live on Java talkSPORT after this.
Liverpool have rejected a €67.5 million bid from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says the club have made it clear he's not for sale.
Player probably is hankering for a move, maybe doesn't see himself as a guaranteed starter at Liverpool, but I think if anything the onus is on Liverpool adding to their attack rather than weakening it. I think they would sell Darwin Núñez if they get a suitable bid for him, but at the moment Diaz not for sale.
Bayern are expected to come back with an improved offer. Brentford have confirmed the signing of Jordan Henderson on a 2-year deal. Meanwhile, we're told goalkeeper Mark Travers is training with Everton today after signing from Bournemouth on a 4-year deal. There's more on the live blog at talksport.com. Thanks for sticking with us. The words of relieved Todd Boehly after Chelsea won the Club World Cup. He's exclusively told talkSPORT his side's performance was his key takeaway of the final, rather than rubbing shoulders with Donald Trump.
No one gave us a chance to beat PSG, and the boys really thrived and grew on that. And watching them come together over the last couple of weeks in America has been just very special.
And how much will the Lions benefit from a full 7 days off ahead of the first test against Australia?
We're loving having a week's prep and having a fresh squad ready to go, so it's been nice to get back to a proper build-up.
There's no midweek game ahead of the series opener in Brisbane on Saturday. You can get more at talksport.com.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy alongside. In a moment we'll say hello to the voice of boxing, the wonderful Adam Smith. He's wearing shorts, by the way, he's freezing. But first, the answer to the question: who's the highest scoring player in Premier League history's first and surname begin with the same letter? You want a clue? I'll give you 2 clues.
Yeah, give me the initials. That's a great clue.
No. Okay. First name, you see them at the zoo.
Yeah, animals.
Yeah, and you throw a fish to them and they go,
Penguin. Seal.
No, another one does that. They're all wet. They're wet.
Seal, it's a seal that does that.
It's another one does that as well.
It's not a penguin, it's not a seal. What is it?
Oh, no, they're quite big, I think.
What do you mean? Oh, what?
I think they're quite big. They're quite big.
It's not a walrus.
No, but a little bit smaller than that.
What? I've gone seal and
Maybe
walrus.
I'll bring Adam in. Any ideas, Adam? Nice to see you, Adam.
Lovely to see you. Well, it's definitely seals, isn't it?
Yeah, it's another one. Imagine picture them on like a ball.
Yeah.
Penguins, seals.
I've got seal weight. I mean, are you sure you got the right? Not weight.
Yeah. You know the king of the jungle is what?
He's a lion.
Right. Imagine putting him in water.
Sea lion.
Right.
Okay, sea lion.
That's his first name.
Lion.
That's his first name.
Okay.
And his surname is what you put out once a week for.
Bins.
No, but it's who collects them?
Dustman.
Dust. What is it in? It's a dust.
It's a bin.
Right.
Bin.
No, a whole thing.
Yeah. Bin.
Dustbin. That's his surname.
Sea lion dustbin.
Yeah. Initials are D.
Ad, help me out. Sea lion dustbin.
I mean,
Sea lion dustbin.
I heard your clues with Benty, mate. They're terrible.
When
clues.
you say sea lion,
is it D line? Is it D line?
Oh, go on.
Dion.
Is it Dion Dublin?
You've got stairs going up to your bedroom.
I set you up there.
You did. Still to come, we'll be joined live in the studio by British heavyweight Johnny Fisher. But of course, you've worked out it's time now for this.
There's a real feeling that this is the best versus the best.
White's lost control. White has lost control completely.
How many more do you want?
Lift off for AJ!
This is The Voice.
It's time for The Voice, our weekly feature where we're joined in the studio by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith, to take a look at the week's biggest stories. Samantha, good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
You've not met Jason before, right?
I haven't.
Which I find bizarre.
It's strange, isn't it? First time, yeah.
Now you've seen him because you said to me a couple of weeks ago, is his face as big as you say? Now you're face to face with him.
Tell me about that.
Come on. That's really winding
No,
up.
I believe Andrew.
Andrew! I don't think you've called me that in 15 years. Andrew. How are you, Addy? Good, you are?
I'm good, very good.
What's the deal with shorts? So you know what the weather's going to be like
it's
today.
always, come on, it's
cold
summer.
out. It's cold out.
Shorts should be worn from May onwards, unless, of course, you're dressing up for an event.
Well, Jason's the guide. And if he doesn't wear shorts, you know it's not warm enough for shorts.
No, listen, I'm all over
and shorts.
Dad, I'm all over the shorts,
Yeah,
flip flops. Come on, show the feet, show the legs. That's what I'm all about.
Yours, have you?
Not today.
No, fine, okay. Right, in the next section, we'll look ahead to this Saturday's massive fight. It's live on talkSPORT. Sees Danger Wire take on Alexander Usyk. Let's start by looking back at the weekend's action. Katie Taylor beat Amanda Serrano for the third time in their trilogy. She won their bout at New York's Madison Square Garden on a majority decision. To beat the same fighter 3 times, especially someone as good as Serrano, how impressive, how much of an achievement is that for Taylor?
Well, it shouldn't have been a majority decision. She was absolutely breathtaking on Friday night in the Garden. A wonderful trilogy with Amanda Serrano. The first 2 fights were wars. They were terrific. And the third fight, Katie went back to her boxing and she outclassed Serrano. She was too quick. Her feet were fantastic. Her judgment of distance, her pace, her rhythm. She rolled back the years. She was like she was 25 again. I thought it was Katie's best performance in a long time. I thought she won convincingly. I don't know how there was a draw on one of the cards.
I agree.
Amanda was too slow and unfortunately just not good enough on the day. I thought she won the second fight, Amanda. So for me, it was 1-1. But Katie was brilliant in the third fight. And, she's got to go down as not just the greatest female, I think, that's ever put the gloves on, but one of the greatest fighters of all time from what she's done. A 10-year-old girl who dressed up as a boy, as Kay Taylor, to even fight. What she did as an amateur, winning Olympic gold, winning 6 World Championships, European titles, and being pretty much undefeated as a professional. Yes, there was that one defeat to Chantel Cameron, narrowly. Delphine Besson maybe beat her in that first fight, but very, very close fights. She's won everything else, and she's just unbelievable. And not just that, Andy, she is the nicest human being. She is humble. She is grateful for her success. She is just loved by the whole of Ireland, and she will be remembered when she does hang them up, and I don't think it'll be quite yet, as one of the greatest fighters that has ever lived.
She's dedicated most part of her career to this trilogy. What next for her now?
That's a good question. She doesn't need to do anything. I'd like to see her fight at Croke Park. I think she deserves a big homecoming to Ireland. She hasn't fought much in Dublin or around there. She's from Bray. But I think a big stadium fight like Croke Park would be the ideal way to go out. So maybe she'd have one more in the States and then one next spring or next summer in Ireland. And I think that will do it. She'll be 40 by then, so that will definitely do her. But she doesn't need to fight again.
How does the money compare in the women's game to the men's? What sort of money will she get per fight?
Well, she is now getting much more. Brian Peters, her manager, has done a fantastic job with her. She turned professional in 2016 with Eddie and Sky, and Brian's worked really hard to get her a lot of money over the years.
What sort of money are we talking?
I mean,
roughly.
We're now into the millions. We're now into the serious millions.
Early millions?
I'm not sure exactly the numbers, but she certainly was getting the £1 million pretty well a long while ago. I mean, Brian, as I said, has fought really hard for her to get serious money, but since Netflix have come in, that money has been huge, and so she's gone and fought on the MVP platform with Jake Paul, and the last 2 fights, on the Tyson Paul card in Texas and then at the Garden on Friday night were huge money, and she deserves every single penny and more.
Where is women's boxing loved more? Is it this side of the pond or in America?
I think here, we've had 2 all-women shows here. I think if you look at the women that have come out of England, so you had Katie Taylor, obviously, from Ireland, but the likes of your Natasha Jonases, your Terry Harpers, your Chantel Camerons, your Lauren Prices, now your Caroline Dubois, Karis Artingsall, who was over there. So many are coming through now. I think Tia May Ayton, who's just turned professional, is going to be one to really look out for. So there's so many great women now fighting. And yes, there's Alicia Baumgartner, there's Michaela Mayer, there are Americans, of course, the great Clarissa Shields, who I saw this weekend as well. But yeah, I think over here probably it's more loved. But I think in America now, Jake Paul has got a lot of the women under his wing and has put a all-female card on for the first time in America. We saw Ellie Scottney shine, Savannah Marshall was on, Ramla Ali, Chantel, so it was fantastic for all the females.
A lot of the money, of course, is in YouTube boxing, and by YouTube boxing I mean people like Jake Paul coming over the crossover and fighting ex-fighters. Do you think we'll ever see a YouTube fighter against someone like Katie Taylor, as in a man be a woman?
I don't know. I don't think that will probably happen, but look, there is definitely a place for YouTube boxing. There's a place for misfits. There's a now fantastically the women are more than equal, better in some ways. The women's fights, some people prefer women's boxing, the 2-minute rounds. They've just put so many great fights on over the last 10 years that it's brilliant that now we're going to see the women as much as we're going to see the men. It was an all men's card on Saturday night in the Louis Armstrong Centre with Hamza Shiraz when he won, but on Friday night it was all women, and they were both just brilliant nights. So I think it's wonderful that it's happening, and hats off to Jake Paul, Jake and Nikisa, who've done that for MVP. Ben Shalom did a couple here as well at the O2 and at the Royal Albert Hall, and about time. I mean, I've been a massive advocate of women's boxing. Jane Couch back in the day, we talked about that last week, and Katie Taylor, since she turned professional with Eddie and Sky, there's just been a huge platform now for the women, and it's wonderful to see.
Who are the next up and coming British stars of women's boxing? Who are the ones that we need to look at?
Lauren Price is probably the best. The Welsh woman who's fantastic. Caroline Dubois, really hard hitting from Shane McGuigan's stable. And as I said, I like this Tia May Ayton, who's just turned professional. She's from Bristol, and she's a really, really hard puncher, so she's definitely one to watch out for. But there's a huge amount coming through. Real inspiration. Fran Hennessey's such a great young woman as well. She's fantastic. I remember when she was 11 or 12 and Mick, her father's a promoter, and his son was boxing, and she just sort of got the bug and said, I'm going to be a fighter.
So I'm guessing, this was something when we all grew up, right? Going to a boxing club. I had friends of mine that go to boxing club. Now we've got young girls going. You mentioned 11, so I'm guessing the ages are 6, 7? They're going to boxing clubs now?
Yeah, and my youngest went to boxing a couple of years ago at sort of 11, 12. My girls have been inspired by Katie Taylor. They're not going to be fighters, but they've been inspired by what she's done. And I think it's fantastic that the women can go and do anything now. It's absolutely brilliant. And, it wasn't the case when Jane Couch was fighting, and she was amazing. And
is that the woman I spoke to you about last time?
Yeah, an incredible character, an incredible fighter, but almost a little bit before her time.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now it's brilliant that women can live their dreams. And yeah, Fran Hennessey was over there last weekend. It was great to see her, and there's a lot of great young women coming through.
Just quickly, you mentioned Hamza Shiraz, who fought over the weekend.
Yes.
Won with a 5th round stoppage against Edgar Berlanga.
Yes.
How did it? Is our first look at seeing him fight a super middleweight, right? How did he look?
Yeah, so Hamza fought a middleweight for the world title in Riyadh a few months ago against Carlos Adames. He was lucky to get a draw. He was poor that night. He'd been undefeated before that, and one of Frank Warren's big stars, and Turki Al-Sheikh had made him an ambassador of Riyadh season as well. A very good talker out of the ring, really good story. And Hamza was moved up to super middleweight, which I think was the right move for him. He changed trainer to Andy Lee, who's the man that is touching gold at the moment in the trainer stakes with Joseph Parker and Ben Whittaker. And he had 8 weeks with Andy Lee, and he went in with Edgar Berlanga, who's a really hard puncher. Only one defeat to Canelo for Berlanga. Real character. Self-confessed the king of New York with all the bling and the jewelry and all that. At the press conference, he was throwing all sorts of things at Oscar De La Hoya, and anyway, he making a lot of noise. And Hamza kept his cool, kept his calm, went in there and did an absolutely phenomenal job on Edgar Berlanga. Frank Warren there said it was one of the great wins by any British fighter on American soil, and it reminded me of the sort of time when Nassim Hamill went over and conquered Kevin Kelly and Tyson Fury beating Deontay Wilder, great performances like that. And Hamza is ready now, and Canelo and Crawford fight in September, and now they're talking about Hamza potentially fighting or going in with Canelo, and he was saying to me afterwards, you know, he would have been happy with the Southern Area title. He can't believe this is happening to him, but he's tall, he's rangy, he hits very, very hard. He's obviously got huge mental strength. He's at the right weight now, and he's a handful, and he's a lovely guy too.
I don't know if you're aware of it, but there's a big fight at Wembley the weekend. You know this Danger Wise fight? Yeah, I can't remember.
Something going on.
Why don't we do a bit of research now?
Okay.
Is that happening? Yeah, it's definitely happening.
I need to do a little bit of research.
And we'll chat about
the fight on Saturday. So I better do.
We need to know what we're talking about. So let's have a little break, right, and do a bit of research, and we'll talk about this. Apparently, it's a big fight. We'll talk about the fight that's live on talkSPORT on Saturday night right after this. to start the show. This is Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy, mobile new car with same-day drive-away available on all cars. Book a test drive today. Still to come, we'll be joined live in the studio by British heavyweight, our mate Johnny Fisher. Just quickly, Brentford have completed the signing of England midfielder Jordan Henderson. That's a 2-year deal. Nottingham Forest have lodged a formal complaint with the Premier League over Tottenham's move for Morgan Gibbs-White. Now, we did our research, and apparently that fight is happening the weekend. Daniel Dubois against Alexander Usyk. We've got Adam Smith, the voice of boxing. Adam Smith. Here! He is here, yeah, thanks for that. Will it be lift-off for Dubois? Will it be lift-off for Usyk? It's such an exciting fight. You're going to be ringside at Wembley Stadium, of course. It's such an exciting fight. And I was going to say these fights don't come around too often, but thankfully we see a lot of big fights. Where do you list this amongst the great big fights we've been lucky enough to see over the last 3-4 years? How big a fight is this for both fighters?
It's a huge fight. Wembley Stadium, the summer, the first time in England that the undisputed heavyweight championship is on the line. Of course, we saw it in Riyadh when Usyk beat Fury for the first time last year. Then they had the rematch. I was there when Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield fought for the undisputed heavyweight title in Madison Square Garden back in 1999. There was that controversial draw, and then Lennox won it at the end of the year. So a long, long time ago. These things don't come around very often. Lennox will be there, I think, on Saturday night. The world will. 80,000-90,000 at Wembley Stadium. Alexander Usyk is the pound-for-pound king in my eyes. Some say it's Terence Crawford, some say it's Noah Inoue. For me, it's definitively Usyk. He's cleaned up at cruiserweight. He's cleaned up already at heavyweight. This will be the third time he can become undisputed because, of course, Daniel Dubois has the IBF belt, which he defended brilliantly against Anthony Joshua last September. 10 months on, he gets his dream chance to become the undisputed champion. 2 years after the first fight with Usyk, we all remember the controversy over the low blow or not a low blow. Didn't matter. He lost the fight. That's history. He's in great, great form. Not only has he beaten Joshua, he beat Jerome Miller. He beat Filip Hrgovic, who was undefeated. And he's with Don Charles, who's a great trainer. Psychologically, Daniel Dubois is never going to be in a better place. He fancies this. He thinks the timing is right. Usyk's now 38. He believes he can turn Usyk over. He's got much more of a chance than he did 2 years ago. The problem is that, in my eyes, there's no sign of Alexander Usyk declining. If anything, he got better and better against Tyson Fury at the back end of their second fight. I was in training camp with him before that. He's extraordinary. He's an incredible athlete. No, he's not been knocked down. He's been the low blow and went down. Well, that was it. In the amateurs, yes, but not in the professional.
You know, I like pushing you for a yes or no.
Yes.
Do you? And there was one. Do you think it was a low blow?
Potentially. Was it? I think it was slightly low, but other people don't. I think that.
Do you think it was a low blow?
Do I think that Usyk used his experience to take his time? Yes. But do I think it was slightly low? Yes. So therefore, what's the problem?
Why
right?
Slightly?
The fight went on.
Why slightly?
Well, because the waistband, sometimes the waistband.
Was it a low blow?
Was it a low blow? Should he have gone down from a low blow? Should he have taken the time? Yes. Did he utilise that time and that experience? Yes.
You're either pregnant or you're not, right?
You're pregnant or you're not. Boxing, you never get a straight answer. We will get a definitive answer on Saturday night to see whether Alexander Usyk will remain undefeated and become the undisputed champion the third time, or Daniel Dubois will shock the world, and that's what it will be, a big upset if he wins.
I spoke to so many people that are far more about boxing than I do, and that conversation you basically had there, some think it is, some think it isn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, you can speak to two different people, have two different answers.
Jason,
and that probably tells you a little bit about where it was. It was right on the cusp.
We did a promotional thing for DAZN. There was a whole load of people that came in throughout the boxing world, and everyone was split. There was some thought it was low, some thought it wasn't. My point is, it's gone.
Yes, it happened. You're absolutely right.
It's 2 years ago.
You're absolutely right.
Dubois in a much, much better place now. He's got a real chance because Usyk is older.
Well, he's a better fighter, Dubois, now than he was back
then. Psychologically, he's a man.
Yeah.
He's 27. He had that huge win over AJ.
Yeah.
He blocked out the crowd. Very pro Joshua. He did it emphatically back in September.
It was incredible.
But can he do it to Usyk? Usyk's brilliant in rematches, and he's a one-off.
Is there a rematch clause, do you know?
If Usyk loses,
Yeah.
I'm sure they will do a third one if that happens.
Okay.
Don't know if there's
I was going to ask you if you think, because we've seen sometimes when Joshua fought Klitschko,
Yes.
I sort of felt that Joshua was getting him at the right time.
Yes.
It was the end of the Klitschko reign.
Yes.
I don't feel that with Usyk. I mean, he's
No.
38 years old.
But isn't there a point, right, that a boxer has that one fight and we don't see it coming?
Sometimes.
There is
like one fight too many.
Do you know what, we don't know that yet, and Dubois is definitely a better fighter.
I think
than he
Andy's
was.
right, though. With Klitschko and Joshua,
Yeah.
it was a great case of timing, and AJ nearly lost that fight. Joshua was one or two punches away, but ultimately it was the passing of the torch.
Yeah.
This time around, you've got Daniel Dubois, you've got Moses Atalma, the young 20-year-old, who could be, or I think will be the future of the heavyweight division. Is it the time now, with the Usyks and Joshuas and Furies and Wilders sort of falling away? It should be, but Usyk is a freak. Usyk is a one-off.
Yeah, I hear you.
He is, honestly, in training camp, I saw him
I hear
swim.
you.
He could be a professional swimmer. He could be a professional ballet dancer. He could be a professional footballer. The guy is a complete, unique soul. 350 amateur fights.
And there's no evidence, is there, at the moment?
No evidence. No sign, no evidence. But Dubois can hit very hard, 21 knockouts in his 22 wins. If he can attack that body, if he can get through, could he just unsettle Usyk? I think he's got to knock Usyk out. I don't think he can win on points.
I think so.
Where I know we're a long way off it, and if there is no rematch, where does the winner go next? You mentioned Moses Atama. He's got Dillian White, right?
Atama's got White.
When is I mean, that's going to be an amazing fight.
That's in August in Saudi. That's fantastic because it's a great chance to see whether Atama is ready.
It's a great step up.
It's a great step up.
Really
it's a great. It's a really interesting fight. Where are we afterwards? If Usyk wins, surely he's got to fight Joseph Parker. Parker's done another of his videos. I don't know if you've seen them.
No, not this one. I've seen all of them, but not this one. When did it come out?
It came out today. I've got it. I won't tell you about it.
Okay, a song, right?
He's just brilliant.
Okay, have you seen him, Jay?
He entertained us through COVID. Have you seen Joe Parker's music videos? They are fantastic. They're absolutely brilliant.
Didn't he do one with The Office? He did Free Love Freeway as well.
Yeah,
David
he's done some really cool stuff. But Joseph Parker has definitely got to get the next shot. If Usyk loses, then surely there'll be a rematch, you'd have thought. But I will say that if Dubois wins, it is one of the biggest. It will be one of the biggest upsets and one of the biggest moments in British boxing history, I think.
Wowzers.
Okay.
I think so.
We're going to let you go. I'm just curious, right? Because Tyson Fury is apparently retired, but he's going to come back. We know that.
Yes. We'll see him on Saturday.
Who knew? Who thought?
I know.
5 times retired? He's never retired.
At least.
He's never retired.
Let me ask you this
He's going to fight Joshua, yes.
Let me ask you this question.
That's a yes.
No,
Do a yes or no?
You don't know
That's
the
a
question.
yes.
You haven't heard the question yet?
Yes.
Can I have all your money?
Yes.
There you go. It's legally binding. We got him. If on Saturday night in I don't know, Cardiff, right, Principality, you had Tyson Fury against AJ, at the same time Dubois was fighting Alexander Usyk.
Which fight would I be at?
Which is a bigger fight.
In British casual sporting terms, no question.
No. Which is a bigger fight around the world?
What's the biggest fight around the world? Usyk and Dubois, because Usyk is the global heavyweight champion of the world. But AJ and Fury is a bigger fight here.
Okay. I was just thinking about
We're going to see it, though, AJ.
I'd like to see Dubois against Fury.
I think we will.
We're going to see it.
I think we'll see it in 2026, Fury Joshua.
Yeah. Didn't Turkey come out and suggest that he'd spoken to Tyson Fury?
I think Turkey speaks to everyone.
Yeah.
That he wants
Listen,
to.
if I had that money, I'd speak to everyone.
He spoke to Dalton Smith on Saturday night and said, "You're fighting next."
He speaks on behalf of boxers as well. There's someone don't know they're fighting.
Yeah. And you can't turn him down, right?
No, Dalton was like, Eddie's like, come over and meet Turkey. Dalton came over and goes, and then Turkey apparently said, I know who you are. You're fighting him next in November. Dalton goes, okay.
The power he's got is ridiculous. Isn't it? Ridiculous. Smudge, always a pleasure.
Say hi to Johnny Fisher for me.
I will do. Of course I will. Enjoy where are we? Tuesday, so you got a few nights off before.
No nights off. Wednesday is the workouts. Okay. Thursday will be the press conference. Friday the weigh-in. We're up Wembley Way, and then Box Fest on Saturday as well. All the stars going to be there. It's going to be an amazing day and night. I'm sure I'll see you both up there.
Last question, one word answer. Who wins?
Usyk.
Okay. Good, isn't he? One word.
No, got that one. Yeah.
See, we break you in the end.
Yes, but I may be wrong.
Yeah.
Of course.
And of course.
I've been wrong many times.
And we'll. Smudge, always a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Cheers, Ed.
Great to see you. More from me, the fun boy, Jason Cundy, live or drive on talkSPORT after this.
Liverpool have rejected a €67.5 million bid from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says the club have made it clear he's not for sale.
I think the player probably is hankering for a move. Maybe he doesn't see himself as a guaranteed starter at Liverpool, but I think if anything, the onus is on Liverpool adding to their attack rather than weakening it. I think they would sell Darwin Núñez if they get a suitable bid for him, but at the moment Diaz not for sale. That's the message, not just that Bayern Munich have received this lunchtime, but Barcelona have also shown some interest in Diaz as well.
Bayern are expected to come back with an improved offer. Brentford have confirmed the signing of Jordan Henderson on a 2-year deal. Meanwhile, we're told goalkeeper Mark Travers is training with Everton today after signing from Bournemouth on a 4-year deal. There's more on the live blog at talksport.com. Thanks for sticking with us. The words of relieved Todd Boehly after Chelsea won the Club World Cup. He's exclusively told talkSPORT his side's performance was his key takeaway of the final, rather than rubbing shoulders with Donald Trump.
No one gave us a chance to beat PSG, and the boys really thrived and grew on that. And watching them come together over the last couple of weeks in America has been just very special. And I think that form that you've seen, is everything we hoped when we were putting this together.
In cricket, Hampshire spinner Liam Dawson's been called up to the England squad ahead of the 4th test with India, in for the injured Shoaib Bashir. Meanwhile, Jimmy Anderson has been picked as a wildcard to play for the Manchester Originals in this year's 100. And how much will the Lions benefit from a full 7 days off ahead of the first test against Australia?
We're loving the having a week's prep and having a fresh squad ready to go. So it's been nice to get back to a proper build-up. What we've had to do is a lot of walkthroughs, low intensity stuff, and a lot of meetings and reviews. This is a chance to train what you want to get better at, as well as the plans and what we've been doing. So we expect to be better again Saturday.
There's no midweek game ahead of the series opener in Brisbane on Saturday. You can get more at talksport.com.
Back to our number 2 drive and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, and my co-host in a brand new podcast. 21 minutes to go. It's available now. Go download it. It's Jason Cundy.
Hello, mate. How big is a beaver?
I still don't know the answer to that. Still to come, we'll be joined live in the studio by our mate, the wonderful British heavyweight Johnny Fisher. But now, could we soon be seeing this man in a Liverpool shirt?
Down to Isak, it's a second goal, it's another goal for Newcastle United. It's converted from 10 yards out by Alexander Isak.
I genuinely feel that I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this is not Isak out the door, because that would be the concern.
He's been the best centre forward probably in Europe, I think. I genuinely mean that. I think he's been terrific.
Arne Slot will want to get rid of Núñez, so I think Isak will fit in perfectly at Liverpool.
Ball given away to Isak. There's his goal. Alexander Isak.
Yeah, Liverpool told Newcastle they would be open to signing Alexander Isak if they changed their mind about selling their star striker. Newcastle are believed to value Isak around about £150 million. There's also the thought to have no intention of selling and still hope to convince Isak to sign a new deal. talkSPORT chief football correspondent Alex Cook joined Hawksby and Baker earlier on today. He had all the details.
But conversations have taken place, and basically Liverpool have indicated to Newcastle that if they do decide the time is right to sell Alexander Isak, not only are they prepared to make a bid, they're prepared to pay a British record fee in excess of £120 million. Of course, they've already broken the British transfer record once this summer for Florian Wirtz. At the moment, the message from Newcastle is that Isak is not for sale. They want him to sign a new contract. But I wonder if this could have knock-on effects now when it comes to Newcastle's own pursuit of Ugo Ekitike, a player who is on Chelsea's radar if Nicholas Jackson was to be sold. And more importantly, I think a player is on Liverpool's radar as well as they look to bolster their forward options. So
this is absolutely massive. Absolutely. We're talking about one of the best number 9s on the planet.
Yep.
We're talking about a Newcastle side who don't need money. Yep. They're owned by the wealthiest owners of any club in any sport in the world. They've got about 400 billion. So
they don't spend it though, mate.
No, they can't spend it. But what I'm saying is money's not a problem for them to keep hold of him.
Don't know about that.
For financial fair play, you mean?
Yeah, PSR. I don't quite know how that would sit with them. Newcastle in that bracket. I don't understand.
I know what you mean.
It seems so unfair. I think Newcastle should.
We're talking about incomes and outgoings, right?
Yes, of course. And Newcastle, one of those clubs that might have to sell, but they don't want to sell your bet. You don't want to sell your best one.
No, you don't want to sell your best one, and you don't want to sell your best one to a team that is in the same country as you.
Yeah.
If you're going to sell him abroad, right?
Well, no, but if there's only one club in, who else can offer 120 plus million?
Is he worth 120 million?
Oh, for Liverpool right now, if they get him,
yeah,
I can't. They are overwhelming favourites to lift the title again, right? And I love the way Liverpool are going about it. Going in for inverts, go in, bang, here we go. Here's what we need. Identify it, go and get the man.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Newcastle, there's a food chain. And Newcastle aren't as big as Liverpool. They're simply not.
No, you can't argue
unfortunately, that's how it is. And Liverpool there, if they come in with... The thing that Newcastle got to do now, they might have to just accept that the bigger club has come in, get the most money you can for him. Force it. And he's under contract. Newcastle own the player. Liverpool got to buy that contract out. Go for 140 million. How much do you want him? How badly do you want this player?
Who holds the card here? Is it the player or is it the club?
If the player depends, it doesn't strike me as being the sort of lad that would want to kick up a bit of a fuss.
No, but if you've got a team like Liverpool coming in for you,
well, that conversation might have to take place. They want to put him down to a new contract. Why didn't they do it last year? Why have they? When the transfer window's open, you are vulnerable to bids. That's how it works.
Yeah,
they're doing nothing wrong. Liverpool doing nothing wrong. Neither are Newcastle. But right now, if the player wants to leave, enough. He will move.
Newcastle fans listening to this, there'll be an uproar.
I feel for them. Because, why do you want your best player leaving? They fell in love with him. He is one of the best players, centre forwards in the world. Proved that last year.
Yeah. You would have thought, I thought, that because they got guaranteed Champions League football, that would, any kind of possible bid from any club, not just Liverpool, I thought they would have gone away with the qualification.
Yeah, but the champions.
They
champions come knocking.
Yeah.
Look what we've got. Yeah, you got Champions League football. You've also got it with us. But you can also go on and win this. We're serious contenders, not just in Europe, but in the Premier League. They sign him. I'm not saying nothing guarantees, but you sign Isak for Liverpool right now. What they've got, what they've done last season.
Do they have a weakness, Liverpool?
I think probably at centre half,
alongside Van Dijk.
Yeah, maybe alongside Van Dijk. The two fullbacks look amazing. They're going to play like wing backs. The two new acquisitions.
Yeah.
How long can Salah keep doing what Salah does? There has to be a point. Look, like we spoke about Isak, there has to be a season where he eventually dips, but physically you look at him, there's no sign of it. There's no evidence to suggest this boy is going to dip anytime soon. He looks after himself. Very few injuries last season. No, they had a couple. Very few injuries last season. Right. Liverpool are doing things. Slot deserves a huge amount of credit for that.
I did read in the paper and heard on talkSPORT Newcastle being linked for a move with Ugo Ekitike.
Yeah.
From Frankfurt. Yeah. Does that tell you, does it feel like they're maybe preparing for life after? Isak?
Yeah. They're not stupid. They know, and Liverpool, they would have known before this comes out. It's not like a phone call comes in. They would have known. They'd have heard rumours. There'd have been conversations somewhere. And it would appear now that Liverpool are showing their teeth a bit more. And that's just how football works in the transfer market. You know, understand who wouldn't want Isak at their club? Who wouldn't want him? Liverpool, the best club in the country. Take advantage.
Is Isak, bearing in mind we've got Haaland, of course, at Man City, is Isak the best striker in the Premier League? If you could
season,
if you could have one up top for Chelsea, who are you going for?
They're different types of footballers, aren't they? Isak's a bit more technically gifted, both brilliant in front of goal. Who would I want for Chelsea?
Who's a better finisher?
Dear, that's a toughie, that, mate. I'm probably going to go Haaland. Probably going to go. Yeah, I think
it's flip of a coin.
Yeah, but Isak's.
Who's a better team player?
Isak, build-up play. Isak's he's more of a footballer than Haaland.
Yeah.
Taking nothing away from him, but whoever you've got up top, you play a slightly different way with Isak. Isak can run the channels. Isak can hold up. Isak's got a bit more about his game. But in terms of who's a better finisher, that's a good question. That, by the way, who do you think is?
Who's a better finisher?
It's a toughie one.
I can't fault Haaland. When he's clean through on goal, there's not one doubt in my mind.
No, but then same with Isak.
I know.
If Isak goes 1v1, mate, the ball probably ends up the back of the net.
Okay, who would you rather have chasing down a ball 1v1, leading the line?
What do you mean? Give me the scenario. What's happened? He's in on goal.
Either are playing for England, right? They're both English now.
Right, okay.
Last minute of the World Cup final, we're 0-0 against Italy.
I'm going Haaland.
Yeah, me too.
And it's not by a lot, but I'm going to go Haaland, yeah. Just because he's strike rate.
I mean, there's no wrong answer there.
No, there's not.
Whoever you choose is
there's not.
Fantastic, right?
No.
Just a quick word about Eddie Howe, right? As a manager of a side like Newcastle, will he just have to grin and bear it? Is that just part of being a manager of a club like Newcastle?
Yeah, but as long as he gets to reinvest it, and that's probably how he'll be thinking. Right, okay, I've lost this.
Yeah.
Right. He's been a big part of the reason Isak is the player he is. Right, okay. They've got Guimaraes as well in there, Tonali. I mean, they've got some really, really good players in there.
Yeah, well, even what he's done to Joe Linton, right? He's turned him into a superstar.
Yeah. As long as it's reinvested, then he'll unfortunately, managers have players sold beneath them. No manager, and Eddie Howe's not going to sit and go, yeah, go and sell him.
No,
but
of course
unfortunately, the reality is.
But they won't talk to the manager. They won't go, listen, we've had a bid, £140 million from Liverpool. What do you think?
I'm guessing they. Well, I don't know if they'd ask his opinion, but they'd have a conversation.
Would they say, look, we can keep him, or we'll give you the 140 to reinvest?
How can you keep him if he wants to leave? They have to talk to the player as well. If Isak decides that if Isak wakes up tomorrow morning and has a conversation with his agent, and Liverpool are putting a big bid, and he says, do you know what? This is the next step in my career. Thank you, Newcastle. Thanks for what you've done, but I want to go there. I don't know how Newcastle keep him. I don't know what that looks like.
Then it comes down to what the bid is, right? If the bid's 115 and Newcastle 130, it's not happening.
Well, then there has to be some common ground. Yeah. There has to find a way between.
Last question. I want to take calls from Newcastle fans next. 03717222344 Newcastle fans. Where do you see Isak playing his first game this season?
I have to say Liverpool.
Do you?
Yeah, because there's so much of the transfer window. They've not come out in pre-season yet. They've thought about this. They've had time to think about it. I'm going to...
You don't think Man United would try and nip him with a bid?
Do what?
I reckon United will probably put in a bid for like 46, 47.
Yeah. And then
130.
And
okay, 70.
Yeah. What about Mbeumo? What's happened there? He's got more chance playing for Liverpool. Mbeumo. What's happened to him?
I don't know, mate.
Why are you messing around?
I don't know. We did that year. I'm so bored of it. It's just gone so useless.
Big rats messing about, isn't he?
Just one at a time. Yeah. Why don't we do
what Tom Bowley does? That's what you should do.
No, you're right.
Bang.
Scattergun.
Bang. In you go.
I agree.
Have it.
We did this with Nigel. Was it not Nigel de Jong? Who was it? Frankie de Jong. Do you remember that? Barcelona. I get it. It's Barcelona.
Yeah. Messing about.
Ridiculous. Anyway, we're not talking about Martin. We're talking about another United, Newcastle. Newcastle fans, phone up now. Talk about Isak. He could be going. How would you feel? 03717222344. Dial that. You'll be next live on Drive on talkSPORT. Driver TalkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein, the fun boy Jason Cundy alongside a Motorpoint. Thousands of cars, all at unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. Still to come, we'll be joined live in the studio by British heavyweight Johnny Fisher. Why do we say the word live? We'll be joined live in the studio. We'll be joined in the studio. Do you reckon everyone will go, is it live?
Is it live? It's just something you say,
just do it, don't we?
I know, it's just...
Well, it'll be live. I'm here live and Jason's here live as well. Just quickly, Chelsea defender Levi Colwill has said that the side are ready to win the Premier League or Champions League next season. Or not both, one or the other.
Wowzers.
You like that?
Why not? You want confidence in your players, don't you? Go into it. Go in, win it, mate. Club World Champions, mate. We're the best club in the world.
It's embarrassing you've got to wear that badge for 4 years,
oh,
isn't it? World champion.
No, yeah, might have to... don't want to see that badge, do you?
That is embarrassing. Oh, world champions.
Yeah, 4 years,
That's
mate.
So embarrassing.
4 years I'm going to be unbearable for. 4 years.
Only 4?
World champions.
Only 4?
World champions.
Yeah. In cricket, England legend Jimmy Anderson has been selected by Manchester Originals for his year's 100... Sorry, for this year's 100. Now, it's time to get the latest from Switzerland with our friends at McDonald's.
UEFA Women's Euro 2025 update on talkSPORT with McDonald's. When the big match means big McDonald's hunger, try the new and iconic Big Arch. Available from 11 a.m. at participating restaurants.
Yes, England are, of course, into the quarterfinals following their 6-1 tonking over Wales on Sunday. They will play Sweden in the next round. That's Thursday night, live on talkSPORT. Winger Jess Parker has been speaking to talkSPORT's Courtney Sweetman-Kirk ahead of that one, and she looked ahead to the challenge of facing Sweden later this week.
You know, they're going to be a really tough team. We've seen that many times when we've faced them, and, you know, all credits to them. They are a really strong team, and they're going to throw some things at us that we need to prepare for, and I think we're really focused in that. And, you know, the group stages, it wasn't easy. We had a tough group, and I think that's almost a good thing because we're sharp, we're ready. You know, we had to learn to be our proper England again straight away after that France game, and I think we showed that in the rest of the games and ready to bring that to the rest of the tournament.
And we can look ahead to that game now as we're joined by our England's women's reporter, the wonderful Courtney Sweetman-Kirk joins us. Courtney, hello, good afternoon.
Courtney.
How are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, both. Yeah, I'm literally just outside the Lionesses team hotel, as you mentioned, and played a little clip out there. I've been speaking to Jess Park, Leah Williamson, England captain, has also been in a press conference. So as I was interviewing Jess, the rest of the talkSPORT crew were downstairs listening to that. So we've had a good day.
Good. Okay, that's what we call a jolly. Listen, this is the first time we've spoken to you since England made it through to the quarterfinals. 2 big wins after that opening game defeat to France. What have you made of the last couple of performances? Were we just off the mark against France, or were they just great and then we've beaten the teams we've come up against because quite simply we're just better than them?
I think it's a mixture of both, to be honest. We certainly weren't at the races against France, but still I think we've got enough quality in the squad to sort of, you know, get over the line in games. But equally, France were brilliant, and especially Cascarino. She's been so far, I think, my player of the tournament, and she really did run our defence ragged. But after that, I think it gave the Lionesses that proverbial kick up the backside, I think, to make sure that, you know, they weren't complacent going into any games. Against the Netherlands, the energy was the thing that I keep mentioning. The energy was so low against France, where the Netherlands and Wales, they were brilliant in terms of that front press, making sure they were winning the ball back in high areas. And I think we were much better side than Netherlands and Wales. Look, we've talked about that in terms of their first major tournament, the lowest ranked side in the tournament, but they've still got to go out and do the job, Lionesses. So 2 very well played games, 2 jobs well done. But, you know, as I think everyone's been mentioning, Sweden are a much tougher test and are going to give us a real battle on Thursday.
Yeah, I heard Leah Williamson say that they need more recognition. This is a side that don't give up. They keep going. They're relentless. This is a team that needs to be respected.
Yeah, certainly. And I think because of obviously the success in recent years of England, I think it's a bit of or people are expecting a foregone conclusion. I don't believe that. I think people are already looking forward, saying, oh, well, it's a good side of the draw. We've missed Spain, so we're going to get to the final. And don't get me wrong, if the Lionesses are at absolute full tilt, then they will get to the final. They will probably play Spain as well. But Sweden, sort of, they're in that area where almost they've always got to that latter stage of major tournaments, but never quite got themselves over the line. But they're always there and about in the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, which means historically they've always been a very good side. And, you know, players that WSL fans will know in terms of Asllani, obviously used to be in the WSL. She's come back now for London City Lionesses. Ritin Canarid, now in terms of her speed and what we've seen for Chelsea, been brilliant this season. And again, Stina Blackstenia sort of almost winning the Champions League for Arsenal as well. So look, they've got a very good side full of a lot of talent and will pose something very different to the rest of the sides we've played. Yes, they've got the pace, but they've also got that power. They'll battle that combativeness, especially in that midfield, that's going to cause us a few problems.
And just finally as well, when you hear the team that Serena Wiegman will name for that game on Thursday, any changes from that win against Wales or not?
I don't think so, unless there's something really, really specific that they've pinpointed about Sweden where they feel they need to change, either maybe tweak the formation of the personnel. I don't see it. And, you know, Cundy will know as a former player as well, you play 2 games the way that you do against Netherlands and the Dutch. Sorry, the Netherlands and come on, help me out, lads. I forgot it. Sweden. No, not Sweden.
France.
The game we've just played, Wales. There we go.
Wales.
Adrian over there helping me out. I'm having a bit of brain fog. But yeah, the way that it's been a long tournament, guys. It's only been 2 weeks. We're still going. But obviously, the way that we played against the Netherlands and obviously against Wales. If you're a player that you've played so well in that team, you've scored 10 goals. Even my maths is there now. We're working. You don't want to change the team. As a player, you're looking at that thinking, if you get changed out of that team, then you know you're knocking on the manager's door the next day saying, what is going on? What more can I do? We're playing well, scoring goals. So yeah, I'd be very surprised if we do change that team. But they might be changing the England reporter at this rate.
I don't think they will. I just want to know if the Netherlands did take on the Dutch, who would win that game?
I'm not sure. It depends. Are we having a mixed team? Who knows?
I think it'll be a well-earned draw. Yeah. Listen, you're an absolute superstar.
Cheers,
we know that. Keep up the great work for talkSPORT. Maybe go and have a beer, but we'll certainly speak to you again sooner rather than later.
Thanks, both.
Top
See
class.
you soon.
She's fantastic. She is. That was all thanks to our friends at McDonald's.
UEFA Women's Euro 2025 update on talkSPORT with McDonald's. When the big match means Big McDonald's hunger, try the new and iconic Big Arch. Available from 11 a.m. at participating restaurants.
She really is great. We're very lucky to have her.
She's excellent. Yeah.
Right, should we take a few calls from Newcastle fans? It looks like Isak might be on his way to Liverpool. What do you make of it? Adam's a Newcastle fan. Hi, Ad.
Hi, Ad.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Well, great. How are you today?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Been working from home, so yeah.
Adam.
Chill.
Adam, have you downloaded 21 Minutes to Go, the new podcast by Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy?
Nah, but that will be done as soon as I finish.
Will it though? Don't lie to me, Adam. Will you do that?
Like a liar. He doesn't sound like a liar.
I'll definitely do that. Although, yeah, I'd rather listen to Cundy than Benty, to be fair.
Well, no, we love everyone equally.
Poor old
I
Benty.
do love Benty, but you know.
Okay, we'll just go download it, all right? What would you like to say? You're a Newcastle fan. What do you want to say about the possibility of your star striker leaving to go to Liverpool?
I just don't think there's a possibility, to be fair. Like, it's come out today that they made an approach. What is an approach? We've said he's not for sale. And I think we can stand by that this summer at least, when he's got 3 years left in his contract. I think this Ekitike situation is, you know, we've made obviously a bid that's been rejected today. They want more money. We're obviously saying he's not available, and now Liverpool will go and get Ekitike, I think.
I mean, it's going to come down to the player as well, isn't it? If you know, there's no. I don't know if you heard this a bit earlier. I said he doesn't strike me as being the sort of lad that can become difficult if he wants to, but you just don't know. I mean, unfortunately, if a bid comes in, that he might want to go.
I don't think we're under any pressure to sell, and I don't think he's the sort of character, from what I've seen, that will throw his toys out the pram. I mean, everyone's saying it's a step up, but we had a really successful year last year, and I think we're competing at the top end. We signed Elanga already, Swedish teammate, and yeah, I think that's quite ambitious. What a season he had last year, and there might be more to come as well. We can definitely get him to stay for one more year, even if he could quietly say, you know, I might want to step up. We can say next season we'll have a successful season this year, and also offer him a new contract.
Well, see, that's
tough to do.
So if he signed a new contract, right? Fine, they sign it. But if they turn down 150 million, well, 120 million, then you've got to give them wages that represent that. Yeah. So you've got to be talking 350 grand a week,
plus, yeah,
haven't you?
Adam, thanks for your call. What are you doing for the rest of the day, Adam?
Want the rest of the day? I'm actually going around my mate.
No. I'll ask you again.
Come on, Ed.
What are you doing for the rest of the day, Adam?
Come on, Ed.
Oh yeah. After that, before that, sorry, I'll be downloading your podcast. 20 more minutes to go.
Good boy.
And I'll listen to that as I go to sleep tonight.
Good boy. Thank you, Adam. Have a lovely day.
Cheers, Ed.
You too, mate.
He
Bye.
got there in the end, didn't he? Got it.
He got there in the end, matey.
Still to come, we're joined live in the studio by British heavyweight Johnny Fisher. Our mate Johnny Fisher join us in just a moment, but first it's time for No Googling. We want to know which player scored the most goals as a substitute in a single Premier League game. Everyone knows that.
Single Premier League
That
game.
might be the easiest question I've ever asked in my
Premier
life.
League
You know that?
as a sub.
Yeah, you do know that. You're
No,
playing
I
with
don't
it.
know if I do. Well, I mean,
Yeah, well,
I mean, you're making a. Is
Yeah,
it a famous game?
well, I mean, he scored 4 goals.
Oh, it was in North London.
No. Okay, well, the answer to that, if you don't know.
Off the bench.
Yes, and what a substitute is. And Johnny Fisher joined us live in the studio after this.
Liverpool have rejected a €67.5 million bid from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says the club have made it clear he's not for sale.
Player probably is hankering for a move, maybe doesn't see himself as a guaranteed starter at Liverpool, but I think if anything the onus is on Liverpool adding to their attack rather than weakening it. I think they would sell Darwin Núñez if they get a suitable bid for him, but at the moment Diaz not for sale.
Bayern are expected to come back with an improved offer. Brentford have confirmed the signing of Jordan Henderson on a 2-year deal. Meanwhile, we're told goalkeeper Mark Travers is training with Everton today after signing from Bournemouth on a 4-year deal. There's more on the live blog at talksport.com. Thanks for sticking with us. The words of relieved Todd Bowley after Chelsea won the Club World Cup. He's exclusively told talkSPORT his side's performance was his key takeaway of the final, rather than rubbing shoulders with Donald Trump.
No one gave us a chance to beat PSG, and the boys really thrived and grew on that. And watching them come together over the last couple of weeks in America has been just very special.
And how much will the Lions benefit from a full 7 days off ahead of the first test against Australia?
We're loving having a week's prep and having a fresh squad ready to go, so it's been nice to get back to a proper build-up.
There's no midweek game ahead of the series opener in Brisbane on Saturday. You can get more at talksport.com.
It's a job to talkSPORT, Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy alongside. Before the break, I asked the question, most of you would have got it, which player scored the most goals as a sub in a single Premier League game?
Now we know the game. What's the game? Once you know the game.
What year do you reckon it was? Against Forest, he scored 4.
Dave Beasant was in goal, right?
Who for Forest?
He was in goal for Forest, Dave Beasant. No, wait, don't look at me like that. Go on.
I don't know if you got that right.
Mate, Dave Beasant was in goal for Forest.
Crosley in goal in my head.
Right, Dave Beasant.
Okay, right, fine, I'll give you that.
Well, find it out.
I don't think he was in goal, mate. I don't
We'll find it out then.
What year do you think that was?
I'm going to go 1997.
99. But Dave Beasant was in goal in 88, right?
For Wimbledon?
Yeah. So you're saying 12 years later?
The goalkeeper's late play forever,
right.
mate.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, right?
No, we'll do it later because otherwise we're going to eat up time. We're going to have some fun with the best of talkSPORT in about 15 minutes' time. But a reminder that this Saturday, talkSPORT brings you live commentary of the undisputed world heavyweight title fight between Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois from Wembley Stadium. And we can look ahead to that fight now because we're delighted to be joined in the studio by a British heavyweight and one of our favourites, the Romford Bull, Johnny Fisher. Johnny, good to see you.
Johnny, good to see you, Andy. Good to see you, Jason.
How are you?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Nice to be back up here and
lovely.
It's a slightly different setting, but nice to be here.
What do you make of the what would you call this bunker?
It's a bunker.
It's very intimate. I just said to you off air. It reminds me of them videos you put up the other day when you was in the old place, but
yeah,
it doesn't matter. I've got 2 gentlemen next to me. So.
That's very kind.
Well, thanks for
It's
coming.
very rare that you can go into a radio studio and have one of the presenters fixing the mic to make sure it works before we go on
it. You got to be a chameleon and be able to do any task that's put out.
I have. Yeah. Just don't touch it because it will fall. We've got lots to talk to you about, right? We're going to talk to you about the fight in a moment, but we should start by saying it's the first time you've spoken to us here at talkSPORT for a long while. I know your dad hasn't been too happy with some of the coverage you received from some of our pundits. Let's just remind ourselves briefly of what's gone on since that first fight you had against Dave Allen.
Johnny the Romford Bull Fisher!
Hoots of derision from the crowd. Not surprisingly, Mr. John Rawling, that is a disgraceful decision. There's no way that the first 4 rounds were Johnny Fisher's. The 5th round was clearly a 10-8, and then after that, Dave Allen did the better work in almost every round. I do not see those scores being fair, I'm afraid. Listen, them scores are diabolical.
The one thing I have, Coogan, is it's not even people going over the top that you don't know. It's when you have people going over the top that you do know, that you think are sort of semi-friends. That's what got me. I lived my life, my whole life, by loyalty. And the way certain people acted, to me, it unnerved me. When you've come in here and shared a meal, we shared more than 1 meal with Spencer and Gareth and act like that, and you think they're your sort of friends. You know, just the way they went over the top. But I haven't got a problem with anyone's opinion. And if that's how they have to go about their life, they're welcome to it.
Firstly, how is your dad, Big John? Is he all right?
Big John's all right. Yeah,
Good,
he's
okay.
good. He's working, grafting in a different way that he's used to from before. But yeah,
I was with him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he said he saw you
at the races down at Sandown.
Yeah, and you said that you couldn't really see him at first, which was quite surprising.
No, do you know what? Right, no, I didn't know he was in the room until he came walking on. Going, oh my God,
that's amazing.
I know
Look at that, mate. Look at that.
Look at that.
Who's saying Bosch?
Quite a distinctive figure. Yeah.
How do you feel when you look back at the sort of aftermath, the commentary from Gareth A. Davis and Spencer Oliver? How do you feel now when you look back at it? Because at the time it was quite raw, right?
For my family and things, it was quite raw. But honestly, and it's not really raw for me. It wasn't raw at the time, and it's not really changed how I feel. I think people are entitled to their opinions. I don't agree with the opinion that it was just contradictory the way it was. Like, it's diabolical, the decision, and then in the next sentence it goes to say it could have been one round either way. But we spoke about this for so long. We've had another fight now and I've been knocked out in it, so it's sort of like it doesn't really matter anyway. I was with Dave last week in Manchester, and he said the same thing, that it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. But sometimes I do feel that journalists, people watching the sport, they've got to put a narrative or get a click, and that was what Gareth and Spencer done. But nothing changes the fact it was a close fight, the first one, and the second fight I've been well and truly beat. So that's the only things that matter.
Do you think it should make a difference if people that are giving their view are close friends of yours? Does that make a difference to you?
It makes a difference if you with the hyperbole. I think that makes a difference. It does, yeah, it does in a way. If you're going to be
why does it make a difference? Should they remain impartial when they're giving their view?
No. I've misread. I've misspoke a bit there, because I think that it's not about the impartiality. My problem is with what they've said just doesn't make sense.
Okay. Is it the language that was used?
It's the fact that it doesn't make sense.
Do you not think also, though, the fact that the ringside has just happened, that sometimes, and I think we're all guilty of it.
Certainly football, yeah.
It's football. There is a knee-jerk reaction that can come out, and sometimes you say things, and when you're away from the atmosphere and away from it, and give yourself a bit of time, that maybe the words they'll choose would be different.
Maybe, but what I don't understand is I can't put up the first sentence is diabolical, it's a robbery decision, and then in the next sentence they're saying it's one round to Dave Allen. That's just something that
But does it hurt more because they're friends of yours?
Not really, no. It doesn't hurt me. I can see why it would hurt my dad looking out for his son. And I think that's what is really playing on his mind. He's thinking about his son, because I think about if someone was saying that about my son, he's been in a close, tough fight, a very tough fight, and he's got the decision. It could have gone either way, which he'd admitted. But if I saw my son, and I can see why that could be have a bit more of an emotional response to that.
I don't want to dwell on it too much. We'll move on. But just quickly, are they on speaking terms, your dad and Gareth?
No, I don't think they have spoken. But listen, if I see Gareth or Spencer, I'm not going to not shake both of them men's hands, especially Spencer, what he's done in boxing.
Do you think your dad will?
Yeah, I think he would. Okay. I think he would. But yeah, I just think once you cross the line with my dad, I'm talking for my dad here, he's got his own opinions and own thoughts. But
looking out for his little boy, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's like looking out for his boy, and I can see why he has a problem with what they said.
Well, if it's any consolation, me and Jay we both thought you won
10 rounds.
Yeah, 15 rounds I did down. 15.
Yeah. But listen, in my mind, it doesn't hold much weight. I feel like it's been blown up a little bit by my dad's reaction, by the way that they went overboard. They did go overboard with it, but in my mind, it's a boxing match. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them, sometimes they're close.
Let's talk about the second fight, right? Because in the first fight, I'll be honest with you, I thought you lost the first fight. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I thought I won rounds 1 to 4, lost 5. And I thought I won round 10 as well, so I think it was 1 round to me. But
I'm not going to fall out with you, Johnny.
No, but I can have anyone's opinion. I've had people come up to me and think that I've lost it as well.
But my point is,
it's the way of going. It's a diabolical decision, and then saying it's 1 round the other way. I don't understand.
Yeah, no, it was incredibly close, but I genuinely thought you lost it. But of course, we didn't have to make that call in the second fight because sadly for you, got knocked out. I was really stunned at how the second fight finished. Why did that happen to you? Were you not prepared? Was he just better than you thought in the second fight? What happened? What went wrong?
I think what went wrong is quite a few things, and it's down to me as a professional boxer. I think you have to take full ownership of things that went wrong or things that you could have done better. I don't think I boxed at a game plan that was great or suits me the best. I probably tried to change too many things from the first fight as an overreaction, thinking right now I've got to box and stay out of trouble. Whereas in the first fight, the thing that kept me in it was probably the fact that I was super fit and I was wearing the other guy out, so he didn't have the firepower to get me out of there. But I'm not saying I would have won that doing that the same way in the second fight, but I would have definitely given it a better go that way. But listen, it's heavyweight boxing.
Yeah,
a big bloke, 18 stone, lands on your chin, you're going out. But there were definitely things. It feels like the shackles are off me a little bit now, because I tried something that wasn't my style. And now I know exactly what I've got to do and how I've got to get better. And that's being super fit. That's not curbing my natural instincts. That is throwing my overhand right. and not worrying about boxing in a pretty style. It's about being effective before being pretty, and that gives me a sense of optimism. Of course, it's gutting to be knocked out, it's gutting to get beat, but I've got a sense of optimism in I know what I am and where I've got to go in this sport and what I can achieve, because I do really believe I can achieve winning a British title and beyond.
So the 2 training camps you went into, you deliberately changed the approach in the second one.
Yeah.
For your next fight, what will you do? Will you go back to it, or will you take bits from both? How will you approach the next one?
I'm going to focus a lot more on drilling certain things, the simple things. It's not about what happened last time, is we changed a lot of stuff that I'm not very good at to try and box on the back foot. That's not my style, but I can box on the front foot in the next one like I have done for all my previous fights, but do it in a cleaner way, do it with more efficiency, still be defensive when you're on that front foot, because you've still got to look out for certain things. I mean, my footwork's got so much to do. I've got so much potential because I've been getting away on my first 12, 13 fights with being raw, being aggressive, being powerful. But there's so much I've got to drill into myself that I haven't been able to do yet, because I've just relied on being physically big and strong.
You can prepare for a lot of things when you're a boxer. Have you ever been knocked out before?
No.
What's that feeling like? When do you realise in the fight that you can't win it and you are in danger, or do you remember too much about it?
Well, if you remember the first fight, I got knocked down in the 5th round then as well.
Yeah.
But I think because of the way I was conditioned in the first fight, when we was doing our assault bikes, we was doing our watt bike training, and we was measuring things properly and getting things done in that sense, hitting numbers that need to be hit. I really do think the more conditioned you are, the more you can deal with adversity. And this time I just wasn't fit enough, and combine that with a game plan where I'm not putting pressure on the other man. I've not worn the other guy out for the first 4 or 5 rounds. So it's a combination of them two things, that if you can be as tough as you want, but if you're not fit, you're not going to get through them dire situations. And even if you are, sometimes it doesn't happen. You can still get knocked out.
When you say fit, describe what you mean by that, because there's so many different levels of fitness. I mean, you can
different types of fitness.
God, when you mean that, what part of you as a professional boxer wasn't enough to get you into the position to go and challenge a bit?
So think about in boxing how many times it's not really a linear training where you're just going the same tempo. There's bits when you're having bursts of energy. So lactate tolerance training, being able to deal with the lactic acid. I was moving around so much in the second fight, and that drains your energy as well. But I remember the first camp for the Saudi fight, I was on that watt bike and doing bursts of 20 seconds, 30 seconds, as hard as you can until you're feeling physically sick. Then you're coming off, and then you're going back on it, and then you're coming off, and you're going back on it for 5, 6, 7 times. So you're training your body for them really high intense periods. This time I probably sparred double, triple the amount of rounds that I did for the first fight. But that doesn't always mean you're going to hit them points like you can on a watt bike, because you know exactly what you're going to do. So we had a really good system, I think, when we was training in England, and I think when we got to Spain, it's my fault really, because I should have implemented a better structure really within my setup. But everything got sort of moulded into one thing, and we lost track of the quantifiable stuff. Right, okay. And although boxing's an art, and you've got to learn how to box, of course, but the scientific side of it, I look at Fabio Waldi, I look at Joseph Parker, I look at Daniel Dubois. They set up their S&C in the background. That's all meant to be the foundational stuff to make you a better boxer. Not to take away from it, where a lot of people think go that way, but your foundations of being an athlete will allow you to be a better boxer, and that's always how I've rolled. And then I changed it all around, and this happened. So that tells me something.
Okay.
Jay's training is similar when he runs for a lift.
No, nice, lovely. So what it is for my dad, it's when he's running for a Chinese. The sprint comes on. The sprint comes on.
Like I say, Cundy can't even move against your dad and play Listen, we were going to keep you for just 15 minutes, but I wanted to talk to you about the fight at the weekend. Can you stay?
Yeah, I can stay.
Is that all right? We'll get you for another 10 minutes. All right, more from the Super. Oh, just quickly before we go to. In fact, I'll ask you what you're doing next when we come back. More from Johnny Fisher after this. talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, Jason Cundy, Motorpoint, new car with same-day drive away available on all cars. Book a test drive today. Still to come, we'll be asking about the times you've had a really, really bad day at the office. 03717222334. By the way, we were talking about this in our meeting. This is on the back of the Windies being all out. Was it 27?
27.
27. If anyone's been sacked twice in a day, I'd love to hear from you. I said that in a meeting, and our producer was like, I don't think that's happened. But you never know. Just quickly, Liverpool have rejected a £58.6 million opening offer from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz. Johnny Fisher is still with us in the studio. Just quickly, I was going to ask you one question before the break about your career and then talk about the fight of the weekend. So I'll ask you that quick question. What's next for you? Where do you go from here, Johnny?
I'm just in a little bit of a period, rebuilding a little bit, obviously. Bit of my strength more than anything first and building that base. But I want to be out in October, November. And we'll go from there. I want to be active. I want to be busy. And listen, this is like a time where I feel optimistic because I've had the pressure of the really, really big fights of fighting on a Fury Usyk card, headline. I want to rebuild properly and do it properly and be a professional boxer, not just someone who fights now. I'm going to have that fight in me all the time, but it's about perfecting that and being a well-drilled boxer with it.
It does sound like you've come out of this defeat and, had a little bit of deep thinking about your career and about who you are, about who you want to be. And do you feel as though is it a bit of a new beginning for you? That's how it sounds to me.
It is, definitely. And I've said this before when I was on Sky Sports, it's something I don't have to do. But if I'm going to do boxing and I want to perform sport, you don't play boxing, it's a cliche. You can't just do it half-hearted.
No.
And I'm not saying I've ever done it half-hearted, but it was starting to slip into that sort of mode of, we can skip this bit or do this. Like, no, everything's got to be. It's a really, really hard sport.
I don't doubt for 1 second. Because you go in there unprepared.
Yeah,
you can go in there and come.
Right? Listen, we're big fans of yours, and I'm delighted you've come in today and have a chat with us. And we hope you do go on to bigger and better things as well. So. Let's move on and talk about the fight of the weekend. But thanks for coming in today and give our regards to your dad as well.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about Dubois against Usyk this weekend. It's live from Wembley Stadium on talkSPORT. It's a big fight. Every time I think about it in great detail, I change my mind as to who's going to win for so many different reasons. First off, how do you see it going?
I fancy Dubois in this fight. I think if he's going to win, it's going to be in the early rounds, from rounds 1 to 6. I look at that body shot in the first fight, and although by the letter of the law it's an illegal shot, I've seen many of them shots given before. I think he's got the maturity now after them 3 wins against Hrgovic, Miller and Joshua. We've seen he's not fazed by the occasion in that last fight with Joshua. I think he can do it, but I've wrote off Usyk before and do it at your peril. So
have you sparred both?
I've only sparred Dubois, and I've sparred him a few times, more earlier on in his career.
What's his power like? Is he insane?
The best. The most immense power I've ever felt when I've sparred someone. His jab is like, I've said it on before, it's like an electric shot going through your body, like a right hand. It's more powerful than most heavyweights' right hands I've faced. So when the backhand comes, you don't want to get more than 1 or 2 of them on the chin.
Is he ready to be world champion?
Yeah, I mean, he is world champion.
I know, but to take all the belts,
to be an undisputed heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
I think this is his time. He's 27-year-old now. He can still come again, of course, but he's got that experience now of them 3 big wins. He's had the taste of defeat. And then look at him when he fought Joe Joyce and he got beat by Joe Joyce. Everyone was writing him off. And now he's fighting for the biggest prize in world sport.
Yeah, we had Adam Smith in about an hour ago talking about that, and he was saying that there's no evidence to suggest that Usyk is on that that downward curve. He can't, he's at the peak of his powers right now, but there will be always that fight that you don't quite do it, and I'm not even sure we see it coming in boxers like that. But right now, Dubois is a better fighter than he was 2 years ago.
Definitely, and talking about Usyk, I think he will know himself when it's time to call it a day, because he'll see it in training. He's not he's not a stupid fella. He'll know from how he's performing in that. But
have you spoke to boxers that have ever got to that stage of their career where it doesn't happen in the fight, but they do feel that things, maybe training, recovery, that sort of thing, that they are on that downward curve?
I've heard of it from just talking colloquially about things like when you hit 30 or a little bit later than the early 30s. Everything becomes a little bit harder, and some talk
not with everyone, Johnny.
Not with everyone. Maybe not you. All right, Andy, you're special. But I think it can happen overnight as well to some people as well. It can happen on the night, and you can believe it, and when you get in the ring, you just can't do it the same as you did it before.
How's it going to finish the fight?
I think I can just see Isak being stopped by the body shot again. I can see it. Yeah.
Body shot. Do you think it was a low blow? I've seen photographs that suggest it wasn't.
It was on the.
It's on the cusp, isn't it?
Right on.
But have you seen shots like that given before? I have.
Yeah,
loads of times.
But
and they're not being pulled up.
Okay, where is what is a low blow? Because the belt. I mean, you boys have got it up near your.
It's below the navel, they say. So below the belly button.
Right.
Is that navel? It's that region, but
you can't see the belly button.
Yeah. So it's a grey area for judges and how.
I would have them right. My nipples.
It's like Usyk, Fury after he saw Usyk walking around with his shorts up here. But yeah.
Does it that body shot that in theory would have won the fight? Does it make it more satisfying for a boxer if you finish your opponent with one of those?
I don't think it matters too much. I think the relief of winning and knocking your opponent out, it doesn't really matter if it's a body shot or a head shot. The knockout is what everyone craves, so it's not so much where it is.
They're brutal though, to see that body shot and they take the knee and you just think, you can't even stand up.
No, the body people don't understand how brutal a body shot is until you've had one. And we've all been winded, right?
Johnny's going to perform it on you in a minute. Is that all right, Johnny?
Yeah, that's it. You've got to take your top off for it though as well, so you get proper skin. But yeah,
where's the worst part in the body to be hit?
Probably.
Hold on, I can think of the worst part.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
After that.
Yeah, I think that solar plexus is pretty bad.
Right,
or just in the gut, like in your gut of under your ribs. That's just.
About the side.
Your liver's being ruptured, basically, isn't it? It's being moved around in your stomach. It's probably bleeding a bit, and yeah. Sometimes you see of people getting ribs cracked as well, and then they can't breathe properly for the rest of the fight because it's just painful, the air whispering through. So
anyway, enjoy your dinner, everyone.
Yeah, some barbecue spare ribs. Yeah, lovely.
Johnny, listen, I'm really glad you've come in. We absolutely adore you. We always talk hard. We do. Spencer slags you off all the time.
Yeah, nice.
But we love you coming into the studio. We're big fans of yours and your dad as well. Send him out love.
Very much.
And are you going at the weekend? You going to Wembley?
Yeah, I'm going there with Lawrence Dalio. He's just invited me and my dad to go along.
How nice would that be? How do you know him? Are you big rugby fans?
Yeah, we're big rugby fans. We're following the Lions obviously now, and England of course, and I can't wait to meet him. I've never met Lawrence before.
He's a big Chelsea fan as well. I know Lawrence. Yeah, Club World Champions. Don't just.
Yeah. You are to be fair. The fact you've got to say it.
You're not Chelsea, yeah?
No, I'm not Chelsea. I like Leighton Orient.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Leighton Orient.
Nice.
Brisbane Road, actually.
Do you go there a lot?
No.
Okay,
so I'm not like a massive fan, but I like
maybe Lawrence still out there. Listen, thank you again for coming. Good luck with your career. I hope you're definitely going to get a fight. It sounds like this year, October, September.
We're back.
So that'd be great. Good.
Good.
Yeah, great. Really pleased you come in.
Cheers.
When we come back, we take your calls. Really bad days you've had at the office. If anyone's been sacked twice or even more in a day, we would love to hear from you. 03717 22 33 This is Drive on talkSPORT.
Liverpool have rejected a €67.5 million bid from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says the club have made it clear he's not for sale.
I think the player probably is hankering for a move. Maybe he doesn't see himself as a guaranteed starter at Liverpool, but I think if anything, the onus is on Liverpool adding to their attack rather than weakening it. I think they would sell Darwin Núñez if they get a suitable bid for him, but at the moment Diaz not for sale. That's the message, not just that Bayern Munich have received this lunchtime, but Barcelona have also shown some interest in Diaz as well.
Bayern are expected to come back with an improved offer. Brentford have confirmed the signing of Jordan Henderson on a 2-year deal. Meanwhile, we're told goalkeeper Mark Travers is training with Everton today after signing from Bournemouth on a 4-year deal. There's more on the live blog at talksport.com. Thanks for sticking with us. The words of relieved Todd Boehly after Chelsea won the Club World Cup. He's exclusively told talkSPORT his side's performance was his key takeaway of the final, rather than rubbing shoulders with Donald Trump.
No one gave us a chance to beat PSG, and the boys really thrived and grew on that. And watching them come together over the last couple of weeks in America has been just very special. And I think that form that you've seen, is everything we hoped when we were putting this together.
In cricket, Hampshire spinner Liam Dawson's been called up to the England squad ahead of the 4th test with India, in for the injured Shoaib Bashir. Meanwhile, Jimmy Anderson has been picked as a wildcard to play for the Manchester Originals in this year's 100. And how much will the Lions benefit from a full 7 days off ahead of the first test against Australia?
We're loving the having a week's prep and having a fresh squad ready to go. So it's been nice to get back to a proper build-up. What we've had to do is a lot of walkthroughs, low intensity stuff, and a lot of meetings and reviews. This is a chance to train what you want to get better at, as well as the plans and what we've been doing. So we expect to be better again Saturday.
There's no midweek game ahead of the series opener in Brisbane on Saturday. You can get more at talksport.com.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive and talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy's here, everyone.
Andy Goldberg, great guy. This other guy, Jason Cundy, not a smart guy. What a loser. Where's Darren Bent? He's the best.
I don't even know where that's from. Still to come, I'll be asking about your worst day ever at the office. But now a reminder, the Lionesses, they're back in action on Thursday. And it's a game you can hear live on talkSPORT.
Now time for another summer of unforgettable moments. Come on, England. And England's title defence begins with a damaging defeat in Zurich.
Something has to happen. Serena themselves, they have to look at themselves, what went wrong, because they have to put it right.
It's tournament football, and I think you go through lots of highs and lows to get where you want to be in tournaments.
James on the edge of the area, onto the left foot. Oh, yes! That's a majestic goal from England's Lauren James. Two left-footed shots. It's 4! What a performance from England! In Serena, we trust.
The response under pressure, which this England team always seem to do, was magnificent.
Aggie Beever-Jones with her first goal in a major tournament. 6 for England. What a night for Serena Wiegman.
Really nice to see that we scored so many goals and that many different players score goals.
It all bodes very well for the Lionesses here in Switzerland.
We're with the Lionesses for every kick right here on talkSPORT.
Yeah, England's women, they're into the quarterfinals of the Euros after coming through the so-called group of death. It wasn't really a group of death, was it? Following the opening game defeat to France, they went on to comfortably beat the Netherlands and the Dutch and Wales. They'll face Sweden in the next round on Thursday. It's live right here on talkSPORT. Coverage starts at 7. Kick-off for that one at 8. Just quickly, a bit of breaking news this evening. Leicester have appointed Marty Cifuentes as their new manager. It's going to be interesting times for Leicester, right? Because of course, ultimately they want to bounce straight back up, and getting rid of Ruud van Nistelrooy was obviously a bit of a no-brainer. Have they got the right man in Cifuentes? Do you think?
Well, there's the points deduction as well. What's happening with that? That could be around the corner. That could put them in a little bit disadvantage as well. But coming up from the when you get relegated, the most important thing is, can you get yourself back up at first ask? And it's not easy, mate. It's one of the most.
Look at the clubs now in the Championship.
It's such a competitive. We saw last season how competitive it is, and you think about Sheffield United, how well they've done. They look like they're going to be going up automatic.
Yeah.
In the end, they stumbled and tripped at right at the very, very last. And I mean, you can't argue with Leeds and Burnley going up as automatic. Interesting to see what they do, but Leicester, financially, can they get themselves straight back up? That's the challenge, and that's what you've got to do.
Right, let's turn our attention now to quite an incredible story coming out of the world of cricket today, because Australia bowled out the Windies. I mean, this is insane. Bowled them out for 27 runs.
That's a disgrace.
Just 27.
That's a disgrace.
Runs. It's the second lowest score in Test history, the worst for 70 years.
Well, who's got the worst? Is it England?
Probably. The Windies total on the third day of the day-night test in Jamaica was just 1 run more. There you go. The New Zealand's 26 all out against England in 1955.
Wow, that's embarrassing. 27.
How's that?
Very good.
Thank you. So because of that, we want to hear about the times you've had a really, 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 really bad day at the office. Now, when we were talking about this earlier on, I was thinking of I don't think I've ever had a bad day at the office.
Oh, you have, mate.
I don't think I have.
You have. Everyone's had a bad day at the office.
No, I don't think I have, mate.
Everyone has.
Oh, go on. I come in. I played darts with Bentley.
Yeah.
We have.
No, but it hasn't got to be it. I mean, you must have had a stinker of a day.
Oh, okay.
You must have,
No. It was great at everything I did.
Sometimes I had a bad day at the office. It's not down to you, mate. Some things conspire against you.
No, well, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, well, you're talking. It
you might lose your phone. Might lose your phone, right? The same day, lose your wallet. It's bad day in the office.
No, I've never done that.
No, I know.
I've never lost a phone.
Everyone's lost a phone.
No,
you've never lost a phone ever.
No.
Oh,
and that honestly, that horror that would be for me.
Oh, mate, your life just stands. It's like cut both your arms off and you. I know, but it feels like that. Do you know what I mean? It feels like you got. Do you know what I mean?
A little bit drastic there.
No, okay.
Feels like your arms have been cut off.
No, but you do. You lose your phone.
Yeah, just get another one.
It's terrible, mate. For about 4 days, your life stands still.
Yes, because
everything's on there. Your life is in your phone.
It's all your
contacts, all your phone, everything. Your credit cards, tickets, whatever you got in your wallet. Everything stinks. Emails.
Give me a bad day at your office.
Oh, what? Football. I had a couple. Sheffield United away, mate. 6-0.
Right.
Terrible.
6-0. Sheffield United.
Got beat.
You were a defender, right?
Yeah, I think 3.
How many were your fault?
At least 3.
Did you score an own goal?
No.
Well, Giggs's hat-trick. First ever Premier League hat-trick?
No, Cantona.
First ever Premier League hat-trick?
Yeah. I got his move to Man United. You should be thankful for me.
That was you, is it?
Me and Razor at the back.
You were defending him. He was Leeds then, I'm guessing.
He was at Leeds. Yeah, it was first Premier League hat-trick. And, I got his move.
How bad were you that day? How many of
do you know what, right? They were just better than us. The Leeds, he was just on a different level. Just on a different level, mate.
Okay.
And...
Sheffield United away, 6-0.
Sheffield United away, 6-0. I don't want to talk about it, actually.
Was it that bad?
It was that bad.
How, if I watch back, how many your fault? 3?
At least, maybe 4. Okay. I just had one of those games, mate. And it's like the next goal goes in, you're like, oh, God, just end it, ref. Finish the game. I've had enough. Swallow me up, earth.
Yeah.
It's just,
How many goals you score in your career?
Had a few,
Quite a few.
I scored two own goals back to back.
What, in a game?
No, in 2 different games.
You were 2 for 2?
2 for 2, right?
What describe the own goals?
One of them was a bit unlucky. One come off, just kind of flicked off the top of my head. It's not really an own goal.
Did you take all that hair off?
Yeah. Part of the
who was that
wing
for?
back. That was against Luton.
Who are you?
I was at Chelsea and I scored another own. I think it might have been Everton. Scored one at Everton. I think that was it.
Nothing you can do with an own goal.
Well, the Everton one was, the Everton one, yeah.
What did you do? No, go on.
And Pat Nevin went down the right hand side and he cut it across, and I'm at the near post and he just drilled it against me, and I've tried to get my legs out the way and it caught my leg and went in. Pat told me later that he deliberately did it to me. So
who? Pat
Nevin.
Was his fault?
No, he was on the crossed. He's playing for Everton.
Oh, and he looked at your legs.
And at the time, right? Remember the Sunday Sport? Does it still exist? I don't even know that newspaper exists.
It doesn't.
Does it not? I don't know. Does it not? The Sport doesn't exist anymore.
No, I'd say 20 years it's not been out.
No, is it that long?
I mean, he's my guess, yeah. 20
Anyway,
years.
and the headline was, "Oh, what a silly Cundy."
Okay, we'll stop there.
Yeah.
Let's go to Robbie. He's a West Ham fan.
All right, Robbie.
He's had a bad day at the office. Hello, Bob.
All right there, boys.
All right, Rob. All right.
Robbie, have you downloaded any good podcasts recently?
Oh, I haven't. No, you got one for me.
Yeah, why haven't you downloaded mine and Jason's? 21 minutes to go. First one was out yesterday.
Yeah, download it.
I'll download it today when I've got in and had a better day than what I've had so far.
Oh, today? Is it today the bad day at the office?
I'm experiencing it right now.
Oh, my goodness. Go on then, tell us what do you do for a living?
Right, so I'm a van dealer.
Okay.
Van dealer, okay.
So I took in a car in part exchange yesterday.
Yeah.
And I've gone to a golf event today, which was put on by a broker that we use. Anyway, so I've met some new car dealers, etc. I'm in the car park, and someone pops out and says, "I thought you deal in vans." I said, "Yeah, I do." He went, "That's a lovely car. Can I have that off you? I'll buy that." I went, "Yeah, no problem." He offered me a price. So before the day, I've already made a couple £100. Right. Lovely. So I'm playing golf. I get paired up with him. I absolutely smash him. I take him to the cleaners. I come outside. I say, "Do you still want the car?" He goes, No, the car's not for me, actually. He went, "The suspension on the back looks a bit rubbish as well." I went, "Yeah, all right, whatever." I've got 5 minutes down the road. The suspension's gone on it. I've just called my mechanic. It's a £1,200 job. And I've just called the missus out to come and pick me up 50 minutes away. So not only have I got to recover it tomorrow, I'm £1,200 down, and I've got no dinner.
Do you think if he would have beaten you, he would have bought it off you?
Oh, 100% he would have had it off me.
That is a bad day.
Yeah, shouldn't have won. Should have lost.
I don't know if he's done something a bit naughty to the vehicle, but
when could he have done it? You were playing with him for 4 hours, weren't you?
Well, some of the shots he was playing, his ball was going everywhere at one point.
You think he nipped that and had a little run around
just off to the car park?
I tell you, it was a lovely round as well. It was over at the London Club. I know you boys know it well.
Played there, yeah. Played tough courses all days.
All put on really lovely. I thought, you know what, all the way round I made £200-300.
Oh, his phone's cut off as well now. Oh, there you go.
Why have you got no dinner? Can't work that one out.
The missus has had to come pick me up. I've got to cross the bridge. I live in Essex.
Well,
can't you get a takeaway?
Why are you going to eat, though? It's not going to stop you eating,
Yeah, why can't you eat when you get in?
Well, she cooks, didn't she?
I know, but that's what. So what are you saying to her? She doesn't cook. You're just going to starve.
Cheese on toast, listening to the podcast.
Good answer. That's not a bad evening.
Yeah.
Thanks for your call, Rob.
Cheers, Rob. Take care, bud. Well, his poor old good lady's had a bad day and all. Yeah. She's got to pick him up.
Can't he cook for himself?
Hey, just go get yourself a pizza.
Get a takeaway.
Yeah.
Get a pizza. Or you cook.
Well, you cook.
Do a nice
lazy Robbie.
Lazy Bob.
Lazy Bob.
But he has had a bad day at the office today.
Yeah.
Also, if you're playing golf with someone and you don't know them and they're buying a car for you,
you think you should just maybe go a little bit easier?
Don't smash them to pieces.
No, he changed his mind.
Yeah. Good start, though. Times you've had an awful day at the office. Doesn't have to be today, can be whenever. And it's not actually necessarily in an office, but bad days.
Bad days.
Bad days. 03717 22 333. You'll be next.
As you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around.
This is John talkSPORT, the Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy, Motorpoint, thousands of cars, all unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. Still to come, we'll be giving, one of you lot, the chance to win tickets for Isak Dubai this weekend.
Oh, wowzers.
Giving them away, how about that? Just quickly, Liverpool rejected a £58.6 million bid from Bayern Munich for forward Luis Diaz. In cricket, Jofra Archer has said that he can play in England's final 2 tests of the series against India as well. We'll go back to the phone lines in just a moment, but quickly, last week we brought you the news, of course, that Palace had been demoted to the Conference League after breaching UEFA's multi-club ownership rules. They had, of course, been due to compete in next season's Europa League. Well, Palace fans are protesting against that decision tonight, with the club still considering an appeal. We can head over to South London now and find out exactly what Palace fans are hoping to achieve as we say hello and good evening to talkSPORT reporter, sounds windy where he is, the Moose, Ian Abrahams. Moose, good evening.
Good evening, boys. Yeah, I mean, what they're hoping to achieve is that they can raise awareness even more of their plight, which, let's face it, I mean, it's not like they've been kicked out of Europe altogether. They are in the Conference League, which is a very winnable tournament, as West Ham and Spurs fans will attest to. But they have been demoted from the Europa League into the Conference League because of the dual ownership in both Palace and Lyon by John Textor. So they're hoping to raise awareness. But of course, the appeal that the club have put into the Court of Arbitration for Sport, I wonder whether or not they'll be the people who will be sitting on that panel will be particularly taking much notice of this march this evening.
No, I very much doubt it. But what is the process now? How long is it going to take? Because I'm guessing it's not going to be quick to go to court and go through this, because the competition will start in a couple of months.
It's got to be quick enough. I mean, as you rightly say, Jason, I mean, the competition does start in a couple of months. In fact, the qualifying rounds are taking place this week, the preliminary rounds and the qualifying rounds. So, it can't take forever. I know some of these appeals can seem like they take forever, but this one has to be done quite quickly, because obviously there's draws to be made and there's things to sort out for both Lyon and for Crystal Palace. Yep. So you would think it would have to be done fairly swiftly. I'm looking at some graffiti on a few fence panels which are not too complimentary about UEFA, so I think you can probably gather in this part of South London UEFA are not the favourite organisation of Crystal Palace fans right now.
No. The Lyon situation it's such a mess, isn't it? John Textor, he's had fingers in pies, but isn't it inevitable, Moose, that this sort of thing was going to happen? I know Chelsea were in a situation not that long ago. I know United potentially could have been as well. This multi-club ownership, if you're going to have it, you have to accept that there may well be a point that this scenario could present itself.
Well, I remember not too long ago. I mean, it was a fair way back actually, but not in the not in sort of in last 10, 15 years, I think it was, when Chelsea were owned by Roman Abramovich. You also had fingers in pies in clubs in Scandinavia and Europe and Eastern Europe especially. And Gazprom is his company. So it's not like we haven't had this before. Manchester City's portfolio doesn't include too many clubs in Europe. They're mainly around the world. But as you rightly say, multi-club ownership is not uncommon, shall we say. I think what UEFA are saying is that they gave a deadline of the 1st of March to make sure that the clubs who thought they would qualify for Europe didn't have this sort of situation. But I would argue on that front that Crystal Palace still had a quarter-final away to Fulham, a semi-final against, I think it was, who was it against, Aston Villa, and then a final against Man City to play in the FA Cup. So, not too many people at Selhurst Park would have put their houses on the fact that Palace would win the FA Cup and qualify for Europe. So, in that respect, I do have some sympathy for them, but rules are rules, and you could argue that Nottingham Forest owner was a bit smarter because he put his shares in a blind trust, didn't he? Just in case Forest qualified for Europe, because all season it looked like they were going to.
Yeah, that's exactly the problem. Moose, listen, thanks for keeping us up to date. We'll speak to you in a bit.
Cheers, Moosey.
Take care. Thank you, boys.
I don't want to go over old ground, but from my perspective, it's 100% John Textor's fault.
They've dropped the ball. There was a chance to get out of this, and Marinakis saw the writing on the wall. They were doing very well at that particular time. He said, "Do you know what? We might finish in the European places. Let me take care of business." Palace felt maybe they weren't going to win it, but they have, and it's But they're still in the Conference League, right?
Yeah. And probably more chance of winning it.
Well, I'd have them as one of the favourites to win it. So there might be a little bit of a silver lining to it.
John Textor had a bad day at the office, didn't he? Then
John Textor had a stinker, mate.
Yeah, we're asking. How about that, Frank? We're asking at times you've had a bad day at the office. Scott is a Palace fan. Hi, Scott.
All right, Scotty.
Hi, Andy, Jason.
All right,
Good to speak to you. Thank you for bringing me a lot of joy on the way home at night. Thank you, by the way.
Very kind. Have you downloaded our brand new podcast?
Oh, you know what? Not yet, but I'm going to get some help because I'm terrible with the apps and stuff. So
Get some help. Download 21 Minutes to Go. It came out yesterday. Brand new one, Scott. You'll love it.
I will. Thank you, Andy. As I say, love the show.
Thanks, man.
Jason, don't forget that goal you scored for Ipswich, was it? Or was the halfway line?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
the Pele at Portman Road, I nicknamed that.
Yeah. But look, just briefly, so a long time ago, I worked as an estate agent, and I had a car, and we kind of, it was like a pool car, and one of my colleagues borrowed it. He went on a viewing, and he got clamped. But he had to get back, and he had other viewings and stuff. So basically, he got some help from someone to get him unclamped. He then came back. As he came back to the office, and actually saw it happen, he pulled up in front. He was waving at me like, "Oh, I'm unclamped," and then someone went into the back of him.
Jeez.
So he's now cars. Someone's like crashed into the back. He'd gone around the corner, sorted it out, parts up. End of the day, left some stuff in there. As he's gone home, I found out the next day he had whatever was in there got nicked.
Awful day at the office. Just going back to what you originally said, he was clamped, and then he somehow got the clamp off.
Unclamped.
That sounds very dodgy.
Well, no, he wasn't. He got family to help him to pay for it to be unclamped.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Got help with the payment.
Didn't take it off themselves.
Yeah. Okay. So it was all a bit like, because, as an agent, you run around and you have to, like you guys, I'm sure your time's important. So it was all a bit hectic because he had stuff going on through the day and he had to get it up. So he comes back, he was a young guy at the time. It was a long time ago. We're talking probably 25, 30 years ago. But when you said it, I just thought, that's
a good story. I like it, Scott. Thank you for that.
Cheers, Scotty.
Get some help downloading that podcast. Stephen from Liverpool is up next. Stephen.
What's Steve-O?
Yep, how you doing, boys?
Yeah, good, Steve-O. You all right?
Good, thank you. Good. Good to speak to you.
And you too, Steve.
I was a young apprentice, and I was having a pretty good day, and my boss said to me, do us a favour, take that shutter in out from around this gutter, and we were refurbishing a pub. It was all completely being redone. So I started hitting at it with a hammer and screwdrivers, and then my infinite youth wisdom, I thought, I'll set it on fire, because then the wood will burn and the wood will be gone.
What do you mean?
You set what on fire?
But set the wood on fire, so the wood that was creating this shutter for the concrete.
Yeah.
So I was struggling to get the wood broken away.
So you burn it?
Because I was young, I thought I'll burn it. So I went and got a can of petrol.
Oh my
I threw the petrol on and then lit it, and the flame went back to the can. So now the can I had in my hand was on fire, and I panicked. So I threw it on the floor, and then petrol went everywhere on fire. So then I really panicked, and I kicked the can, and the can went inside the brand new pub, and the curtains and the carpet caught fire.
Oh my God!
So real panic set in, and I ran inside, and I cut a piece of carpet off the main carpet and put all the fire out around the curtains. But I'd ruined the carpet, I'd ruined the curtains, I'd ruined everything, and that was a real bad day at the office.
What did you do? Have a pint?
Yeah. I think I was too young, to be honest. I literally kept my head down the whole way home and just had to grovel. And
looking back, was a good idea, was it? Looking back now,
it wasn't
it was a good idea.
It definitely wasn't a good idea, mate.
When you sit down now, Stephen, and look back, it's not your greatest moment, is it?
I made some poor choices that day, boys.
Don't mess with fire.
Could I just ask, sorry, there's one bit you said that you cut a bit of carpet out to put out the fire.
Because I was in such a panic, I ruined a giant pub carpet. The whole thing had to be taken out and relaid. It cost an absolute fortune. It was a proper stupid day.
No, but how did you said you cut out a bit of carpet to put the fire out?
Yeah, with a knife. I just cut a piece so I could swing it and put the fire out with it,
Your first thought was to drop down to your knees with a Stanley blade and cut a big chunk of carpet out of the carpet. That was your first thought.
He's having a bad day, mate. Let him off.
Yeah, things were just getting madder and madder. I was a young boy. It was.
That's so
I
good.
look back on it and think, what the hell? But that was a bad day, boys. That's a bad day at work.
It was a bad day. I'm glad to see no one was hurt. Thanks, Steve, for that.
Yeah.
Imagine that your thought process when there's a little fire going
Right,
on.
there's a fire going. What can I do to put it out with? I know what I'll do. I'll cut some carpet up. Haven't ruined enough yet.
Genius. When we come back, we'll be giving one of you lot the chance to win tickets for Isak the weekend. How good's that?
That's amazing.
That is very exciting.
Great prize.
And that, by the way, people get ready for this. That will involve Jason trying to read.
What?
So that.
Don't.
I know you don't. But before that, it's time for no Googling. Last one of the day. Can you name the only two players to have scored at least 20 Premier League goals in 5 consecutive seasons? Only 2 players have done it. The answer to that and more coming up live on Drive and talkSPORT after this.
Liverpool have rejected a €67.5 million bid from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says the club have made it clear he's not for sale.
Player probably is hankering for a move, maybe doesn't see himself as a guaranteed starter at Liverpool, but I think if anything the onus is on Liverpool adding to their attack rather than weakening it. I think they would sell Darwin Núñez if they get a suitable bid for him, but at the moment Diaz not for sale.
Bayern are expected to come back with an improved offer. Brentford have confirmed the signing of Jordan Henderson on a 2-year deal. Meanwhile, we're told goalkeeper Mark Travers is training with Everton today after signing from Bournemouth on a 4-year deal. There's more on the live blog at talksport.com. Thanks for sticking with us. The words of relieved Todd Boehly after Chelsea won the Club World Cup. He's exclusively told talkSPORT his side's performance was his key takeaway of the final, rather than rubbing shoulders with Donald Trump.
No one gave us a chance to beat PSG, and the boys really thrived and grew on that. And watching them come together over the last couple of weeks in America has been just very special.
And how much will the Lions benefit from a full 7 days off ahead of the first test against Australia?
We're loving having a week's prep and having a fresh squad ready to go, so it's been nice to get back to a proper build-up.
There's no midweek game ahead of the series opener in Brisbane on Saturday. You can get more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT, Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy alongside. In a moment we'll give someone the chance to win tickets for the boxing at the weekend. Daniel Dubois against Alexander Usyk live on talkSPORT, and then we'll say hello to the Crookie Monster. Just quickly, can you name the only two players to have scored at least 20 Premier League goals in 5 consecutive seasons?
Shearer?
No. Do you want a clue for one? Aguero's one.
Aguero.
I'll give you a clue for the other one. If you've got lots of hair, you are considered
hairy.
Right. Say that.
Kane.
No, say that twice.
Hairy.
Yeah.
Hairy.
And then put a letter.
Yeah.
Put a cup of
tea.
Right. Put that.
Hairy tea carry.
No. Put the drink in front of the first word.
Tea Harry. Thierry Henry.
There you go. Follow us at 7 only Clink and talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crookie's there.
Crookie.
They host a special clinic. Oh, you don't see Crookie in the clinic, do you? For fans to phone in. Who's called it a clinic? And ask for our transfer guru to give them the inside scoop on what their club is up to in the transfer market. No matter who you support, get in contact with Alex Cook. He'll give you the lowdown on your club. We're doing that first. Would you believe it? Cookie's with us in the studio. Cookie.
Hi, Crookie.
How are you?
I'm good. You're
right. What's the lowdown?
I haven't got anything in front of me. I just didn't know we were doing this.
What's the lowest?
Some lowdown.
Yeah, give us lowdown.
Well, I think the big story of the day is Liverpool's interest in Alexander Isak. So, you know, it is Dr. Crookie surgery, and I think some Newcastle fans are maybe in need of therapy tonight. They'll be a bit worried about that, won't they?
Yeah. I mean, we had a Newcastle fan phone up saying he doesn't think it's going to happen, but if enough money's thrown down, where are we talking? 120 plus? It's got to be north of that?
I think at the minute you're talking 120, 130 million. At the moment, there's not been a formal offer, so to speak, but I think Liverpool have made it clear that if Isak is available, if Newcastle are open to selling, then they're very much at the table. The interesting subplot to it is that if they don't get Alexander Isak, then there's every chance they move for Ugo Ekitike, who's the player that Newcastle are trying to sign. It's been a tough summer for Eddie Howe because they've been in conversation with Dean Howson, but I think he was only ever going to go to Real Madrid. They've obviously held talks with Brian Mbeumo, but he wants Manchester United. So if Ekitike was to snub them and end up at Liverpool, I don't know, maybe Eddie himself might be calling in for a bit of therapy.
So people can phone you up from 7. They can phone the clinic.
They can.
And speak to Dr. Crook.
Yeah.
Well, that
sounds terrible. He sounds like one of those old...
Dr. Crookie will see you now.
Dr. Crook. You do not want to get cured by Dr. Crook,
in the clinic. I'll tell you a very quick story about the word clinic, right? So when I was about... Have I got time? Yeah. When I was about 20, 21, I was away like Magaluf or Tromelins with
where's this going?
And I was lying on the beach with my mates, and I had underneath like a can of Coke, and I had a little drink, and in the can of Coke was a wasp.
Oh.
And it went, and I was like, have I been stung on the toe? I think I've been stung. So I went to the reception. I went, I need to get like a tetanus jab. I think of it, and they're like, what? And I went, I need a hospital. I need a hospital. Clinic? And I went, yeah, that'd be fine. Can you write the address down? So we wrote clinic, and I went into a cab, went to the clinic, got a tetanus shot. I was absolutely fine. Came back into the hotel. I was 2021, and there was a coachload of about 30, 40 girls that had just arrived at the hotel. So I like puff out the chest. I'm like walking past him in flip-flops looking out his house. And the guy behind the hotel, the desk, went, Senor, and I looked up and he went, fine clinic, okay? Yeah, found it great, thanks very much. Dr. Crookie, in your clinic, you'll be seeing everyone from 7 o'clock tonight.
I will. And we've got Asmir Begovic joining us as well
great,
to tell us all about Marti Cifuentes, played under him at QPR last year.
Yes, just got the job at Leicester, right?
He has.
Okay,
yeah,
beautiful.
just confirmed.
Crookie, thanks for coming
Cheers,
in.
Crookie.
I've got to let you go. I thought you were coming in
Last
for
time
chat.
I saw Crookie, we were on a dance floor. we went to Soccer-Aid, had an unbelievable night. Crookie had thrown shapes.
Is he dancer, Crookie?
Yeah. Well,
Will you, do me a favour and throw a shape and get out? Throw a shape and get
I'll
out.
dance my way to the exit.
I would love to see you dancing, but sadly we don't have time. But the wonderful Alex Cook, and he's wonderful.
Cheers,
Make
Cookie.
sure you stick around on talkSPORT from 7 o'clock. Dr. Cook will see you in his clinic. That's a clinic you really don't want to go to. Yeah. Right, time now for this.
Let battle commence on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch Usyk versus Dubois on the 19th of July. Live only on DAZN. Buy now at dazn.com/boxing.
Now, this Saturday, Alexander Usyk takes on Daniel Dubois at Wembley Stadium, and all thanks to our friends at DAZN, you could be there as well. We've got an amazing pair of tickets up for grabs this week, along with travel, accommodation, and spending money to boot. Joining us now to try and retain their title and keep hold of the tickets is yesterday's winner, our current champion, James. Let's say hello to James. Hi, James.
All right, Jimbo.
Hello, mate.
How are you? You good? You well?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Good. Have you been studying over the last 24 hours?
Well, it's just trying to keep you calm while you're doing it. You sort of get a blank when you're doing it.
You've got to be calm. Okay, James, stay there. Someone trying to take your crown. Today's challenger is Stuart. Hi, Stuart.
Stuart. Stuart.
Stuart, are you there? Oh, I've got Dave written in front of me. Oh, Dave. Dave, you there?
Oh, all right, Dave.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, that was a worry for you, Dave, wasn't it? How are you, Dave?
Yeah. I'm sound.
Have you ever been called Stuart?
No, not really.
No, fine, okay. What was that first for everything, isn't it?
I'm just lacing my gloves up now. I'm just getting ready.
Okay, good. I get you getting in fighting mood. I like it. Right,
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Let me explain to both of you how the game works and our listening millions, in case you didn't hear yesterday's show. The pair of you are going to have to fight it out by answering 5 boxing questions each. Whoever lands the most correct answers will win. Today's winner will then come back tomorrow for the last time to defend their title against the new challenger. Whoever wins that final round is crowned our champion and wins the tickets to travel, accommodation and spending money. If it's a draw today, we'll go to a tiebreaker to find our winner. James, defending champion, are you good? Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, all good for you?
Just about ready.
Okay, Dave, you stay there. I'll start with James. We'll go alternate questions. So, Jimmy, first question to you. Good luck. Here we go. What is Alexander Usyk's fighting stance?
Orthodox.
Oh, it's the other one. It's southpaw, I'm afraid. So you get that one wrong, a 50-50.
All right, Dave, are you ready?
Yeah.
What is Daniel Dubois' fighting stance?
Dave?
Southpaw.
You got southpaw? It's
It's orthodox.
You both got that. Both got it wrong.
Both poor punches at home.
Yeah, just missing each other's face. James, question number 2. Who did Daniel Dubois beat in his last professional fight?
Anthony Joshua.
It is the right answer. You take the lead, 1-0 to you.
Okay, Dave, here's your chance to equalise. Usyk has won world titles in 2 divisions, heavyweight and which other division?
Middleweight.
No, it's cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight, you got that one wrong. Right, you've got the lead, James. 1 out of 2 so far. 3 to go. What is the maximum duration of a men's professional boxing round?
3 minutes.
Is the right answer. 2 out of 3.
Dave, you need to land a punch here, bud. You ready?
Yeah,
British boxer famously fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. in 2007.
Pardon?
Which British boxer? Floyd Dave?
No, yeah, I can't think. Sorry.
You don't know?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's Ricky Hatton.
Ricky Hatton it was. You got out, by the way, 2007. You got out that well.
I did the 2007.
Yeah, you done well there.
Yeah.
Good. Right, James, you ready? So you've got 2, and your opponent Dave has got none.
Yes.
And Dave's got 2 left. So if you get this, that makes it 3. And my reckoning is he can't get to 3. So if you get this right, you've won.
Cool.
Okay, good luck, James. Which country does Alexander Usyk come from?
Ukraine.
It's the right answer. That puts you on 3. And
Excellent
Dave
work,
can't
Jimbo.
get to 3, so you've won again. So stay there,
Come
James.
on.
Dave, commiserations. Thanks for coming on.
Sorry, Dave-o.
Knocked out.
Knocked out, didn't land a punch.
James, good work.
Yeah.
Well done.
Jimmy, you'll be back tomorrow to hopefully
Brilliant.
land as many blows as you can and take the tickets.
Fantastic.
All right, if you did win, where would you be coming in from?
I Somerset, near Yeovil.
Wow. And we give you £200,000 spending. How about that?
200,000?
No, we don't. I just made that up. We don't give you anywhere near that. How excited did he get? But you did. Sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't fair.
Sorry, James. But I think we do give you... I feel terrible now. We do... Hold on, let me read it out because we do give you money. We give you travel, accommodation and spending money. I don't know how much it is, but it ain't 200 grand. Sorry, James.
That's brilliant, Phil.
Cheers, bud.
Good luck tomorrow, my friend. Good luck.
Cheers, lad.
If you would like a shot at the title by taking on our current champion, James, then get your entry in now at talksport.com/win, and you could be joining us tomorrow for the next and final round. That's all thanks to our friends at DAZN. Don't miss the heavyweight rematch between Usyk and Dubois for all the belts and undisputed glories this Saturday. It's July the 19th. It's live only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Let battle commence on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch Usyk versus Dubois on the 19th of July. Live only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
200 grand he thought he won there.
Mate, didn't he?
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
What a horrible man I am.
200 grand? No, sorry.
Sorry. £2.
Sorry.
There's money in it, but it's tickets as well, and it's winning the competition.
Yeah, it's all about the boxing.
Just quickly, before we move on, I do want to point out something that Jason's son has done that Jason has not mentioned once, and I think his son deserves a round of applause because he's a bit of a superstar, his son. So, can we name him or not?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay,
Leonardo.
so his name's Leo?
Leonardo. Yeah.
Leonardo. How old is he?
He's 10.
Okay, and he had really, really long hair.
He did.
Down to his backside, would you say?
It was down to, well, not far off his waist.
Okay, so he's a 10-year-old.
Yes.
And it's taken him a long, long time to grow his hair.
Yes, it has. Yeah.
You take over.
Well, he cut his hair off for charity, and it's to make wigs for kids who have cancer. And I put it on my on Twitter, but it was for a little princess, I think it is. But and he's got enough hair and raised enough money to make 2 wigs. And you donated. It's very kind of you, and everyone else that donated. But it cost £750 to make the wigs for children that have chemotherapy and lose their hair. So
and he did this of his own accord. No one told. One day he just said this to you.
One day, well, he didn't say. He said to my wife he would like to cut his hair off and raise money. So we raised nearly £2,500, and there's enough hair for 2 wigs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this to say, can you donate, which of course you can, but I'm saying it because I think he deserves a round of applause, your son.
Yeah, he's, his own little idea. He was chuffed to have raised, he thought he'd raise, 150 quid. Not kids like got no idea of money. I'm thinking like 2.5 grand. Yeah. So, yes, well done him. And thanks for everyone that donated to put it on social media as well.
And finally as well, the Cundy household has got a superstar.
I think you say someone with hair.
Oh yeah, that as well.
I should have bought it off him, shouldn't I?
How much you want for that? I'll have it. It would fit perfect.
Yeah, make the wig
well done to Leonardo Cundy.
Indeed.
2.5 grand.
Indeed.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant superstar. Right, when we come back, Billy will be in the studio for the end of the show quiz. George Michael.
Hey, George, mate.
You're sitting driver, talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, Jason Cundy, and Motorpoint. New car with same-day drive away, available on all cars. Book a test drive today. Follow us at 7 Ollie Clink, and talkSPORT's chief football correspondent, Alex Cook, hosts a special clinic. That's all I should say for fans.
Sounds terrible,
phone
doesn't
in
it?
and
As
ask
soon as
our
you think
transfer
clinic, you
guru.
think of all sorts of sinister stuff, don't you?
Do you? You ever been to a clinic?
No, I can't say it's not sports.
You can get your calls in now, 03717222334. Now, just quickly, before one more Billy comes in, let's finish with a clip. Not finish, but let's move on to a clip from our brand new podcast.
Yes.
It's called 21 Minutes to Go. Each week, Jason Cundy, sat opposite me, and I get together for a no holds barred adults only show.
Yes.
That lasts exactly 21 minutes and not a second more. I must say it's one of the proudest things we've done. It is great.
It's very, very funny.
This is from this week's episode. It came out yesterday. This is Jason Cundy briefly explaining how he and his siblings got their names.
But I was named after Jason King, the detective.
Right, okay. So your brother's Dave.
Dave.
Who's he named after? David King.
King David.
Right.
Is that King David?
And what's your sister called?
Victoria, Queen Victoria. Her name's Victoria.
They were named after royalty, and you were named
And I
after
was just
TV
named after-
fictional detective.
Who was called King.
There's 21 minutes of that.
21 minutes of that rubbish.
I must say that it's one of my favourite things I've done.
Yeah.
And there's bad language in it. Hence
There is a little bit.
But I think a lot of people, when we did the sports bar, a lot of people say, well, you've got to do a podcast, like after dark, lock in and all that with swearing. So there is swearing, but only swearing where it's needed.
And if you need to. Yeah, we don't. Well, sometimes there is the odd,
Yeah, there's not a lot of football in it.
No football in it.
No football in it. Well, we talk about your life.
Nah, still no football things.
So if you could go and download 21 minutes to go, it's exactly 21 minutes. And it does cut out, boom, on 21. And there's a theme to it. You'll hear how it works.
Yeah, very good.
Someone that I imagine has downloaded it and listened to it is one more Billy.
Billy, what do you think of the podcast?
I've listened to it, yeah, it was very, very good.
You like it?
Yeah, well, I was quite enjoying the story that Cundy was telling when it cut out. So
Don't spoil it.
No,
sorry.
That's part of the fun.
Sorry, everyone.
Will you be back next week?
I will, yeah.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
21 minutes to go, Billy.
Yeah.
Available from wherever you get your podcast.
See, Bill gets the real version between me and you, doesn't he? He sees it pretty much every day.
That is true.
Have you had a good day? What have you been up to?
Yeah.
We don't care, Billy.
Get on with it. Get on with it.
Show quiz. What are we doing?
It's 25 years this week since Big Brother aired for the first time. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Is it Nasty Nick? Was it Nasty Nick?
That's the first one. Quarter of a century ago. The first one.
Nasty Nick was the first one, was it?
So
when you think about that, it was a bloke that was cheating by writing down names of who people should vote for.
Yeah.
And it literally, he'd murdered 300 people when he came out of that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was slaughtered.
He was vilified, wasn't he?
Wasn't he?
When was that told Nasty Nick?
He's still nasty.
He's still nasty.
What are we doing then, Billy?
The quiz is loosely related to that.
Okay.
All right.
In a way.
It's not related to it at all.
Andy, do you want to go first?
Well, I'm going first. It's my show.
How old did Jason Cundy turn in 2000?
Hold on.
I don't even know. Hold on.
I can work this one out. He is 75 at the moment.
How was that?
What, 2000?
Hold on.
Yeah.
So 25 years ago, and I think you're 50. You're not 55.
Yeah, I'm 55.
Oh, you're not meant to tell me that. Oh, then 40.
Cundy?
What do you mean Cundy?
What do you mean
If he's
Cundy? You know the
55
answer?
now and it's 25 years ago, he's 40.
I was born in... Hold on.
Sorry, 30. 30. 30. 30.
31 you turned in.
Well, it depends what month.
Well,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, that's how birthdays work,
No,
right?
yeah, but he turned 31 in.
Oh, he turned 31.
Yeah,
Okay.
31, mate.
31.
Yeah, it's 31. well done.
Okay.
Dangerous floaters.
How long have you been at TalkSPORT for?
20 years.
So you were 35 when you joined TalkSPORT?
30... I joined in 2005. How old have I turned then?
20 years
That's
ago.
the next question.
35, I just told you, 35. 35, little baby.
Yeah.
Cundy, do you want your question?
Go on, mate.
His hair's darker now than it was then.
Oi.
Cundy, what is the largest ever gap between two brothers?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. Cundy's kids are in the record books.
Well,
Including half brothers.
including half brothers.
Yeah.
Longest ever gap.
Yeah, biggest ever age gap.
What do you mean without? Sorry, do you mean without test tubes? No, that's a serious question.
I don't think they're test tubes in these in these days. Yeah.
My eldest is 20 years older than my youngest. So I've had a 20-year gap. So that's my own personal experience.
Is that the world record, Bill?
I was going to say, do you think that could be the biggest?
No, I don't. I'm going to
Do you want
go...
some options?
No, just have what's in your head.
I'm going to go 65 years.
97 years.
Don't make me laugh. You can't have that.
Ernest G. Pusey was born in 1895. Joe Pusey was born in 1992. They share the same father, who was Apparently 103 when Joe was born.
No.
You better do that because I'm still in my episode.
Hold on. How old was he when the first one was born? 7.
No, that can't be right, Bill.
Done that wrong, Bill.
Nah, someone's checked it. It's fine.
No, I'm telling you now, you've done that wrong.
Hold on,
if it was 103,
it says it on the internet.
If it's 103 and you take 7 off that, it was 96, and the gap was 96 years.
I'm sure the maths checks out. Sure.
No, I don't think it does, Bill.
Bill trying to move on swiftly.
Bill, you've so not worked that out.
Someone did on the internet. It's right.
Oh, maybe you should check these things before you just.
Do you want a quick audio round?
I think you need a quick audio round to get out of this hole you're in.
Quick guess of the intro. These are songs from the year 2000.
Okay.
Big Brother premiered.
All right.
Andy, is yours.
Yeah, that's Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're right. Well done.
I know I am, yeah. I told you the answer.
Cundy, do you want yours?
Yeah.
Oh, I needed one more second there.
You've got a clue, mate.
Nothing.
Can you give me a little bit more? Give me one more second.
Absolutely nothing there.
Hold on. Yeah. I like in a head. Teenage. I'm just a teenage dirtbag.
Yeah.
Very good. By Wheatus.
Is it Weetabix?
Yeah.
It's a weird way to start a song, isn't it?
Yeah. Didn't help really that.
Just going back to the Britney Spears one.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that in that song she sings with a microphone wrapped around her ear and over her mouth. Yes, part of the Mandela effect. She never had it in the video. Just thought I'd say that.
Okay.
We've got time for one more, Bill. Is it a question where Jay and I can both guess and closest to it wins?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
If you started driving at 70 miles an hour, as soon as it hit the year 2000, how far would you have gone by now?
I'm going to go 50 million miles.
Hold on. I can work this out.
50 million.
7.
Can't work it out, mate. You got no chance.
10.
You got no chance, think.
7 billion.
15 million. So,
nobody listens to Drive Time as much as I do.
Where would you fill up?
It's very good. Yeah.
Don't know.
But we do me a favour and go and check that fact about the 7-year-old that had a child.
Yeah, I'll go and
should
check that out. Get back to you tomorrow.
Jay, good work.
Good work, matey.
I'm going to go home and listen to 21 minutes to go, the brand new podcast with Goldstein and Cundy. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
And she doesn't give a damn about me, 'cause I'm just a teen.